What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Line Drop Podcast, where we cast our line to speak our minds of intelligent thought. Tonight, I got my guy from Fish and Game Anglers Club, Crappie Dave. Let me put him in there in this kingly manner. He'll love this. Our guy, man. What's up with you, Crappie Dave?
Not a whole lot, man. Just chilling. Couldn't wait to do this show with you, man.
Yeah, man. That damn show pissed off. You were supposed to be the first guy on there, man. I erased all that. But we ain't gonna bring back none of that. We ain't doing none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? We done stepped it up a lot since back then, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So without no shade delay, man, let me ask you the first question. Who's the one that put a fishing rod in your hand, young man?
Man, you know that was Pappy. You know, that's why they call me the captain's kid, because I do the shit that my old man did, you know. He's had me fishing back before I was old enough to fish, man. You know, he just had me out in the boat watching everybody fish and just being there, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I was old enough to start fishing, I was fishing, man. I never started fishing with those little, what do they call those reels, man? The spin casting or whatever, you know, the one you press the button on the back. You know the little Zepco reels, man.
Spin
I skipped that. Never learned how to use one of those. You put a spinning reel straight in my hand, man, and then it wasn't long before I was casting a bait caster. And, you know, even got into lures at a young age and stuff, you know, but he didn't want to, you know, have me out there doing too much lure fishing, man, and losing all his lures and fouling up his reels and stuff. So I got my bait game on first, but you know, Pops taught me everything, man. He taught me everything from, like, you know, how to select the rod you want to use when you're going, you know, after a certain fish, you know, what line you want to put on, you know, all that good stuff. I can't say enough about him, man.
Yeah. I wish my dad was like that. I ain't gonna lie.
And I just want to say this too. Not only did he teach me how to, but when we got home, he damn sure made sure that I knew how to clean fish. You know, and take the guts and take them out in the back in the garden and sew the guts and the fish heads into the garden and all of that, man.
That's
into
right.
The kitchen, how to fry the fish, how to bake it, how to grill it, smoke it, all that good stuff, man.
Hey, you made a well-rounded young man.
Oh yeah, man, and same with hunting too, man. You know, we did a lot of hunting too, man. You know, we didn't just fish, we hunting all of that, man.
Yeah, I ain't been hunting at all, man. I really, man, we used to talk about that. I don't know if we ever gonna get a chance to do it, but I would try.
Yeah, dude. The way my health is now, and boy, I'm in terrible shape, man. I doubt if I do any more hunting. I think my hunting days are over.
Is it?
Unless I'm hunting from the back of a truck, man. My days are over, man.
Man.
Dude, it won't be long before you see me at the Senior Citizens Pier, man, fishing, man. Shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought about that forever license too, man. But I don't know. I mean, it's actually worth it because it's if you're gonna keep fishing till you can't no more. I mean, I don't know if that's 60, 70, 80. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It may be worth it. I don't know. Like I said, it all depends on how much you got left in you. Because at some point you might be like, man, I don't even go out no more. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you know, just to go and have a seat and cast out with some bait and you just chill, you know what I mean, without having to worry about lures and all that. I mean, you know, you probably still got that up in you, man, as long as you're here.
Man, I got a question for anybody listening and watching right now. I just got to ask that because I'm sitting here playing with this A-rig. Anybody ever buy some lures they really want it, man? You spend a whole lot of money on a lure and then you just really don't use it. It's more like decoration. I spent like $45 on this thing, man. I maybe used it probably a total of 5 to 6 times, man, and never caught a fish on it, and it's just here, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time I look at it, you know, I spend a lot of money on something that I don't even use, you know.
I feel you on that because I got a crappie A rig I ain't bust out with yet. I got a couple of regular A rigs I ain't bust out with yet. But I got rods to throw that shit. I ain't used it yet. You know what I'm saying? I got big
Yeah,
old giant bait rods,
man.
all
I,
techniques for bass, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them haven't been used in a long time. They're still in good condition, a great condition. But
yeah,
yeah,
shit.
all that money though, you know what I'm saying? So when you get older, you just want to just use a couple of different rods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man. I got these BBZ, this big bass lure right here, man. I did hit a big bass on it, man, but I haven't used it ever again since. I got Huddlestons, man. I got wake baits, all this big
I used
swim
to,
bait stuff, man. You know, when I first bought my Crucial swim bait rod, I just went large bait crazy, man, and bought all kind of wake baits and stuff, man, and caught a few fish on it, but I just don't like using or throwing those big heavy baits that much, man. I know they catch big fish, but I just don't dig it, man. I like to use a lot lighter lures, man, and lighter gear, you know. Makes
yeah.
the fight fun.
I'm gonna throw some of that big shit as soon as I get opportunity. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to find out. I want to get to that Delta, man, so I can go do just that because I got it. You know, I want to throw them big baits and see what happened. It's probably too
Yeah,
late for what I really want it to happen because the striper season, it's gonna die down after some time. But while it was just like in its full swing, it seemed like, and everybody was out there getting them. Man, I wish I was out there with a big giant,
yeah,
one of them big swim baits. You know what I'm saying? Either a floating one or I got some rubber swim baits that go down to a certain depth, you know what I'm saying, where you can swing and jig them and all that. But that the green trout that floats, I was going to use that. I haven't got a chance to use that since I caught that bass 10 years ago. So
yeah. That's around the
the only
same
thing
time
that's
I
left
bought
from the
my
southern,
BBZ
southern
trout,
vein, the
man.
only thing left. Say it again.
That's around the same time I bought my BBZ trout when you got yours, that tungsten trout.
Yep. Yep.
And see, that's the thing too. You know, you throw these big baits and you expecting big fish. I caught several black bass that was probably only 3 inches bigger than the damn lure, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
And that's
I
good.
caught my biggest striper, man, on a freaking 4 inch, maybe about a 5 inch wake bait. You
Mm.
know, so it's weird how that goes. You know.
Like you said, it's just the thrill of the fight. It's just to throw that and see what'll happen, what'll hit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a big one, but like I said, a lot of times you get small ones, and that's really what might throw you off. You might not even want to use it no more. Like, man, I can do this with a
Hmm.
smaller bait to save my shoulder. So yeah, I
Yeah.
can dig that too. But check this out. Do you remember the very first fish you ever caught, and what was it?
Okay. To say I remember the first fish I caught, man, my memory, man, like I said, I smoked too much, man. I can't remember that, but I can remember the first keeper striper I caught, man. I was at Point Pinole fishing on the point, on the actual point of Point Pinole, man. I was using about an 8 foot medium action rod, man, with 8 pound test, a 1 ounce sinker, in a 2 out hook, man, with power worm, and I fooled around and caught a 25-inch striper, man. And I
Mm-hmm.
was with my dad and my godfather, Daryl Marshall. And yeah, that was the first big striper I ever caught, man. And I think I was probably about 10 years old when I hit that fish. Still remember it, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to get my son on the 9 pounder, you know what I'm saying, while he was young, because it took me 40, 50 years years if I could finally get one, man. I'm glad he able to say he caught a big one. And man,
Yeah,
I actually take him back to that park just today, but we didn't get a chance to go, man. For whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? He was playing a video game. Things got happening. So
uh,
but I wanted to go back up there and see what's going on. I haven't been up there in a while, and I'm really hoping that some bass is biting again, man. I miss
yeah,
big bass.
man. That
Hoping
was
nobody
made me
either.
sad when you told me the last time you went up there is pretty slow because that little pond held some big fish, a lot of them too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I know people know about them, but I don't know. I think people just saw us catching them fish at one point, and it was like, there'd be bass out there. Then somebody probably caught one, actually was like, it's a big bass. And, word got
Yeah,
out, especially like I said, when I caught that 10 pounder, you know what I'm saying? There's a kid from the side. I saw him. He was looking, he came running up. That thing is huge. And, his father right there and all that. So I know, word had to get out sooner or later if they didn't already know. A lot of people already knew about stuff like that.
yeah.
But yeah, I hadn't had any luck there.
Hey,
Probably, I want to
that's
say ever since then, almost, man.
that's like, dude, me and Brian, man. You know, we go to Fort Baker, man, and we be poke poling for monkey face eel, and we be the only cats out there poke poling, right? Well, we made the mistake of catching some nice eel one time when there's a group of people watching us, right? We came back a week later, and the same group of people was there, man, trying their luck and shit, fouling and failing, and
Hey,
couldn't
well,
catch
can't wait to
nothing,
see
man.
you. So you'll be like, so how'd you do that? And it's them, pointing you out. Come over here. Yeah, buddy, have a beer. Talk to us.
Yeah,
How'd you
man,
do that?
dude. I caught a 32.5 inch monkey face eel out the rocks. But I pulled that sucker out the rocks. It looked like a python, man.
You wasn't scared?
Shit, man. I wasn't tripping out. Them things don't got no teeth or nothing, man. But they hard as hell to hold. You got to have a rag or towel or something to hold them.
It be sliding through your hand like a damn snake. How they just slither, you know what I mean? That's a
Yeah,
weird.
I
That's
caught
a weird
one.
snake.
I caught another one just as big one
Freaked me
time.
out.
And he got off, fell in the rock, and I wasn't able to get him back. I wasn't going to stick my hand down in them rocks either, though. I'll tell you that.
Hey, I feel you, man. That's why I don't handle snakes, though, man. They just feel too damn creepy. It's like you think you hold them, and they just slither right through your fingertips. You know what I mean? I don't like that. All right, man. So since we was talking about your first fish, man, how about you talk about that moment that you realized that you was hooked on fishing? Do you remember that time?
Well, like I said, man, it's so deeply ingrained in our family. My mother was the tomboy in her family. You know what I'm saying? She used to hunt and fish with her dad. You know, she was the oldest out of three girls, and my granddad figured he was going to make her his little fishing and hunting buddy since he didn't have no sons. So she grew up hunting and fishing. My dad, of course, he grew up hunting and fishing. So even my sisters and my brother, they don't really do it. You know, they don't fish anymore, but they know how. You know, if it come down to it and they got to get down, they know how to do it. But they don't really get into it much. But yeah, I've been fishing for so long, man. I can't even really tell you when it hit me or got me into it, dude. Like I said, me and my brother used to go fishing even when we didn't want to. As many a times my dad had us in the boat on freezing nights, man. We out there not having no fun, suffering. But we ain't going home either. And we know better than to ask if we can go home. We just
Because it
have to
ain't
sit
even
there and
happening.
endure it, you know?
That's right. It ain't even happening if you want it to happen. Y'all ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere.
It was,
just, get it over with.
It was drilled into me, you know? That's just like I gotta say right now, I was born a Raider fan. You know what I'm saying? I was born a Raider fan. I didn't just decide to be one. I was born into this, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. He's showing off. He's gonna show off fishing game too, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you see he in the center of it all too. He just everywhere he want to be, man. Man's everywhere he want to be. That's my guy, man. Crappie Dave. Hey,
Man.
brother. Talk about that one that got away though, man. We all got that story. What's the one that broke your heart?
Oh, dude. I could tell you about the one that got away just yesterday, fooling around at Dan Foley Park, man. I hit into it throwing a frog and got a nice blow up on a bass. Man, he was a pretty nice one. As soon as he blew up on it, he took me down into the grass, man, and I couldn't pull him out the muck. By the time I got ripped the frog out, he got free. But you know, there's another time though when I was a kid, man. I was at Klamath River and I was steelhead fishing. I was throwing a Meps, one of those big Meps, and I hit into a humongous steelhead, and he was stripping drag. I was young, man, so when I'd never seen my drag get stripped like that, so I was just panicking. I was just watching it, just strip line, right? So I'm reeling in, and I'm backing up as I'm reeling in. The fish is jumping like crazy, and I'm backing up as I'm reeling in. So when I finally got the fish close to the bank, I was probably about 15 yards away from the shore, man. I was way up on the hillside and shit, man. And I tried to, like a dummy, I tried to just pull the fish up onto the sand. And when I did that, I ripped the hook out his mouth. So when I started running after him, he took off back in the water before I could get to him. So that was probably my worst loss ever, man. That was probably a good 10 or 11 pound steelhead too, man.
Yeah, mine for me was when I lost that damn salmon. That's all. I've lost fish before. Like I said, I lost big bass or something like that. You know what I mean? And I actually, when I did lose a big one, I caught it again. So it
Yeah.
wasn't too much big heartbreak. But that salmon that time, when that damn salmon got stolen by that sea lion.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Well, from what I understand, you got robbed. You didn't lose it. You got robbed, man.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely did, man. But he was nice, though. You know what I'm saying? He threw me that deuces as he went in the water. But he looked up at me and was like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I
You didn't
can't
even
get
have
mad
your
at him.
GoPro on at the time, huh?
Nah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't
Yeah,
even
that
thinking
would have
about
made some
it.
cool footage, though, man.
It would have been, you know what I'm saying? I was too happy anyway. Like I said, I done cast out. I'm just really having fun. Once I felt that pull, I said, oh, set the hook, and I just fight him, and I'm feeling him pulling, he taking drag, and I'm like, I'm just smiling and just, you know, enjoy myself. So I keep hearing that sea lion coming. It's a sea lion coming. You know,
Man.
I'm just reeling him in. Telling you, I'm bringing him back, though. He was still pulling drag, but he was making his way back. But as soon as he made his way back, boy, sea lion just came, hit him, snatched him back into the water. I had him still hooked. The line, I had to let it just break. That's when you just
Hey,
threw them deuces.
they
I
some
gave him to
cold
him back,
jokers,
man.
man. Yeah, they some
What?
cold jokers. They'll steal your fish when they could just easily catch their own, man.
Oh yeah, that's it. There, if you got it hanging in the water on the stringer, you know what I'm saying? You in trouble.
Yeah.
They just
Shit.
looking at me like,
I had my crappie basket in the water at Shag Slough one time, man. We fishing off the bridge at Shag Slough, man. Tearing those crappie up. And a freaking otter, man, ripped my basket open, man, and took like 6 of my crappie.
hey, you see, and you Crappie Dave, man, you probably want to shoot him for that.
The crappie fishing was so good there. I caught those fish back so fast. I wasn't missing them, but I was just mad the sucker. It somehow unraveled the wire on my damn basket, man.
He's
Put a
smart.
nice little slit in the basket, man. It was just slipping crappie out.
Man, they smart as hell, man. Like dogs.
And then
man.
I had a mink rip a few of my fish off at Clear Lake before, man. I just
Is that
had
right?
2 heads on the stringer.
They left you the heads.
Man, 2 heads, man.
Well, he's being nice to you then.
Yeah, but shit, hey, I was looking on Facebook the other day, man, the Sac River, man, they lined up and down the river damn near like it's salmon season going after the stripers right now, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. The stripers got everybody wild. The stripers got everybody going crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I tried to go out to Freeport that one time, man, but that water was just moving along. I almost felt like I needed to have a heavier little swim bait or something because that water was moving kind of quick. You'll cast out, you know what I'm saying, and you just watch your line go this way, and you just gotta be bringing it back.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of fish jumping out there. And I ain't gonna lie, it was along a little closer to the shore, but
Uh-huh.
out of my distance, it was like a little more off to the side. There was a couple of things that jumped. I don't know what, but I didn't get no bites. And I was casting until it turned nighttime. You know, I was there right before nightfall, so I didn't get one bite though.
Yeah,
Lando said, "What's up, man?"
yeah, I've never really had much luck in Sac River, man. I can't even say that I really fished there a lot. I've probably only fished that place probably maybe 4 or 5 times. Back in the days, man, in the 80s, all the people were going to the Sac River catching carp, and they was using Wheaties and Kool-Aid. They get cherry Kool-Aid and Wheaties cereal and make a dough ball and cast out, and they was tearing the carp up, man.
Man, I'm gonna fish for some carp too.
Man, the hell with carp, man. They gross me out, man.
Well, yeah, little mouth they got. Yeah, I ain't
Man,
worried.
carp remind me of fat people, man. I don't like them.
Hilarious.
I didn't mean to say that, man. I don't know where that came
I
from.
might get big again. I don't even want to talk about nobody big. I'll get right back big. But that's cool. Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to eat the carp, you know what I'm saying? But just that fight, though, you know what I'm saying? Some people want to see that. You know, some people like to see carp. So I
But you
might
know
go
what?
ahead and try to do a carp move one time.
A carp, that's not even a fight. It's more of a tug of war. It's just pulling your line, man.
Yeah. People like to see that. They want to see that fight. Some people love that. You know what I'm saying? It's people out there be loving to catch them buffaloes and shit.
Yeah, you know, I don't mean to tear down people's passion, because I know there's a lot of people that's serious in the carp fishing, but me myself,
right.
I don't. It's like hooking into a damn bus, man. He's just gonna strip drag and stretch your line, you know. I don't need that.
People just like to see that rod bend and hope you pull them in. You know what I mean?
Especially now.
Right after that.
Imagine me out there, man, with my fresh spool of line on, man. I'm red ear fishing, man. I got 6-pound tests on, and I throw a piece of dilly or a little night crawler out there, and I hook into a damn carp instead of a red ear. Now you're just stretching my damn line, man. You know, I hate carp, man.
Yeah, but see, at least that's him taking your stuff and you fishing for something else. I'm talking about just targeting him and having the gear just to fight him and bring him in and do all the stuff. So yeah, if he hit your line while you doing something else, yeah, if I'm crappie fishing and a damn carp take my line, I'll be mad. It's gonna either break or it's gonna be a hell of a fight, but I'm gonna be mad when he finally come up. I'd be happy if it was a catfish or something. You know what I'm saying? But carp, he get cussed out.
I mean, because I don't even want to catch a catfish when I'm crappie fishing, man. You know, because I don't like how they stretch my damn line and they damn little micro teeth will fray up your line, so you got to retie your mini jig. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd just be happier to see it was a cat over a carp.
Definitely. Yeah.
At least I keep the cat. If it was a carp, it's like I don't even want you. It's like you just really a trash right now. I'm not even looking for you.
Carp.
What's the strangest thing that you ever caught, dog? You know what I'm saying? Just even talking about that. What's the strangest thing you ever caught that wasn't a fish?
Whoa, I caught a couple of turtles before, man. I caught turtles before when I was a kid. That tripped me out, man. You know, just to catch a turtle, that was something weird. You know, I was fishing with my mother one time, and she caught a damn snake. Started screaming and hollering.
Now that's where I draw the line. But I'd probably drop everything. I probably wouldn't drop my rod if I'm trying to pull up something, a snake, and he raising up. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, just like coming out the water and raising up around the line. And then, you know what I'm saying? Do one of these with it, man.
I think what happened was when she was reeling it in, man. When she was reeling her line in, man, I think the line brushed over the top of it and snagged it. She didn't catch it by the mouth, and then she snagged it. But she brought it in and had it on the pole, screaming and hollering. Boy, me and my dad cracking up.
You took it off for her?
No, I got off. Wasn't nobody finna touch it, man. I was a little kid at the time. I damn sure wasn't about to touch it. And my dad had a bigger phobia than me of snakes. Do you know? He used to fish at Berryessa, right? He loved fishing at Lake Berryessa. But Lake Berryessa has a lot of rattlesnakes. That's a real word, man, right there. Lake Berryessa is fucking has a lot of rattlesnakes. But anyway, he got a favorite spot. He liked to fish from the bank. But he'd get his boat, get in the water, drive around to his spot, and pull a boat up on the bank and fish from the back of his boat, so no snakes can get to him. Man, that's what kind of fear he had of rattlesnakes.
Well, hell yeah, I would too. I wouldn't be walking through all that brush, you know what I'm saying, up in Lake Berryessa. I'd stay on the trail. And
he used to go.
I'd be very as hell about them damn rattlesnakes.
He used to go to Catalina Island and bow hunt, and he used his compound bow and shoot wild boar and goats. They had wild goats on the island, and they had boar. And he used to go there every year. He went like 3 years in a row, man. The 4th year he went, some of the cats that he went with was out there catching rattlesnakes and cleaning them and was grilling them. And when he found out it was that many rattlesnakes on the island, he never went back again, man.
Hey, Catalina Island got some of the prettiest water, though.
Yeah, man. I've only seen it in pictures and a lot of his pictures and stuff. I've never been.
Man, pretty ass water. And when we went on our honeymoon yesterday, they parked the big ship out further. You know, say that they put you on a little craft and they bring you to shore. You're saying, man, water pretty as hell. And then there was people right around where you're supposed to land at a little harbor or whatever. People up there fishing off the rocks. You know what I'm saying? I didn't necessarily see them catching something. I may have seen some little fish. You know, not nothing like somebody's hit the big whoppers or nothing, but they're doing something around there because they got a bunch of little reefs and stuff, you know, around the island. You know what I mean? So I would like to definitely go back there and just mess around and see what I can, you know, may or may not.
Probably hitting those calico bass down there, man.
Yeah, so I'm saying whatever it may be around there, I don't know, because I know they got reefs and everything around there, and they rent fishing rods and everything right there, you know. So that was pretty cool. But you know, we was on another mission. I couldn't just stop and do that. You know,
man, imagine you trying to fish on your honeymoon, man.
Yeah, you know, we was holding hands and walking around. I was walking like this. The whole time, like, man, I can't wait to come back here just on an expedition just to mess around. But I mean, like I said, I would though. They was talking about all around the island as they said they had reefs. Oh man, I want to say they had a charter. They might have. I think they had somebody that take you out and around too. It might have been a lot of calico and not spotted bass,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, they got
kelp
barracuda
bass or
down
whatever
there too.
around
That'd
there.
probably be fun to catch, man.
Say it again. What kind?
Barracuda in
Oh
Southern
yeah,
California.
I tried. I don't know if I got a bite by one for one or not. I put an anchovy or something on. I was fishing off one of them piers. I'm not sure if it was Santa Monica Pier or something. It may have been, but I got a few bites. I'm just not sure if it was a barracuda. But they, and I don't think it was like if it wasn't a big one. But they were saying little stuff like that was biting along the pier. I did get a bite, but I didn't get a chance to bring it up. That would have been cool. I still would like to go down to Southern Cal and catch some stuff. Tell you, when we was out there, man, I went to Lake Otay or Otay, however you pronounce it, man. But big
The
monster,
big bass. You saw some monsters down there, huh?
Man, monster. I promise you, and more than one. And it's like a little wooden pier. That it don't go hella far. Now they just go out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And people was on there looking and everything, and you could just see like 2 feet. Man, I basically want to say they could have been like 15, 18 pounds. I'm saying they was that big. I'm telling you, they was monsters. Like I said, bigger than that 10-pounder and all. I'm telling you, it was monsters. Big eyes and everything. You know how to get the big Florida largemouth or something to get them big old eyes. Man, and it was after schools of shad or whatever. They were swimming around. They were just up and down swimming through them. You know what I'm saying? Coming up high in the water and hitting them. I'm telling you, we was all just looking over the edge like, oh my God. Some kid was trying to reach down there, you know what I'm saying? Had a little net doing something. I'm like, shit, kid, you ain't to scoop that. But I felt it, it's like, it's right there. And they was moving. Boy, it was another dude. He had got in one of those little inner tube, like not a pontoon, little inner tube, little float tubes.
Yeah, the belly tubes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a heavy set black dude too, but he went on out there. It was like a big toolie burn right across, and he was hitting big ass red ear. Yeah, like I said, that was like a cool little spot, but it's only been there once. And then what I was doing, I can't remember if I even caught anything. I can't remember. I'm not even gonna lie. I know I was trying, but I don't think I caught nothing, even if it was small. I'm not sure. If I did, I forgot. I don't remember.
Speaking of those lakes down south, man, in Southern California, you remember when they first start coming out with those Castaic lures for throwing them those big pattern presentations at those bass, man?
Yeah, and Lake Castaic and all that stuff.
Yeah, so they made the lures, the Castaic lures, right? And that's when they first start charging. That was the first time I noticed lures that were like $25. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the first time I saw that price on a lure, I was like, man, these people must be crazy.
Just like that, bro, man. That's all that stuff came from Southern Cal, man.
Now that's the average price for a lure now, man.
What's that one dude name for that dude that was doing the Spro? He was promoting them back then about the big baits.
I know I got some Spro frogs, Dean Rojas.
Yeah, he the frog guy. I was talking about the dude that did the big swim bait stuff. I got his name, but yeah, that Lake Castaic and all those, that Spro, all that came from Southern Cal. We was catching big ones out there with those. Yeah, so we wasn't tripping off them up here. We was just catching them with regular stuff,
Yeah.
But, hey man, if they hit a big trout, especially if you use it on the striper or something, if you hit a big ass trout, I haven't even been to Del Valle yet. You ever been there?
Oh shit! I'm trying to think. I fished there. I'm trying to think, man. We had some kind of something going on there. It was a function or something, man. I didn't really fish.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what though? I mean, shit. Getting back to frogs and stuff. See how we is naming anglers, pro anglers and shit, man. We is talking about Spro.
Mm-hmm.
And that Dean Rojas frog, man. It was a sky blue one. Boy, I was tearing the bass up, man, at Dan Foley with that sucker, man.
Is that the one that you had with the matching rod and the matching reel?
Man, and I have my Serrano, man. That
everything about it was
that
like
Okuma Serrano.
That was tight though. I ain't gonna lie. That was the first time I see a combination like that. That was just like all one color. Everything was like pretty much matching. Nothing like
and
too much.
You know what I like about that frog though, man. It has it don't have that pure, that V-shaped keel belly on it to where it leans to the side when you bringing it over slop and shit, man. So I could fish heavy, thick cover with that sucker, man, and tear those frogs up. I mean, the bass up, man.
Can't wait to get back bass fishing. It's been a long time, man. Hey, be honest, man. What's the worst mishap that you ever had on the water, though?
I had many of them, man.
Let me calculate.
Like, you got to be more specific. Like, what, man? This happened in many ways, man.
I don't know. Let's say what's the I don't know. What's something that you it ruined your fishing trip? Let's just say like that. Something that happened while you was out fishing and just ruined everything or something, or it put a big hold on something. Like you had to wait, and it was things
Man,
was going great, but you had to wait or something.
okay.
Some of those.
I got two stories, man. If I ain't too high right now to tell the stories proper, man, you got to excuse me. But I got two quick stories to tell, man.
Come on with it.
And they both involve my partner, one of my oldest fishing buddies, man. Black Bob, man.
B.O.B.
Man, so check this out. One time we on Bob's boat, and let me see, it's me, him, and his wife. And I think it's one more person, one of his kids on the boat, man. We're out there at night, man. We fishing in one of his little favorite spots over in the flats, man, near Vallejo. And we had launched out of Benicia. So we're on the way back, man. We should have been off the water. It's night already, right? So as we going back, man, the boat turned off on us. It just stopped running, put it out on us, right?
No.
And so we dropped the anchor real quick so we don't just start drifting and shit. We trying to figure out what's going on, man. Didn't get the boat started and shit, and we stuck, man. Like, what we finna do, man? What we finna do? So we called the Coast Guard because we didn't want to call, that vessel assist. They charge you hella money, man, to tow your boat back.
To save your life?
Yeah, man. So hell, man, even in the Delta, man, if your boat break down on you in the Delta and you probably like 300 yards away from the marina, dude, they'll charge your ass $100 or something just to take you back to the marina, man. No shit. But anyway, though, we called the Coast Guard, right? And they asked us in any kind of medical emergencies, are we in any danger or anything, right? And Bob tell them no. So they're like, well, they tell us to call vessel assist. They don't deal with this kind of shit, right? So he hung up on us. I was like, you know what, Bob? We are in danger, man. We anchored right in the damn shipping lane. We wasn't too far from the Vallejo Bridge, man. We're right in the shipping lane. I'm like, dude, one of them big ass CNH sugar boats gonna come through here and mop us, man. So we called the Coast Guard back and told them where we were, right? So they sent a boat out for us. So we see them coming at us and we getting ready. So like, Bob, your life jackets, man. Bob, man, this boy got kid life jackets on the boat, man. He got one for him. Everybody else got kid life jackets. So I put on a life jacket for a fucking 9-year-old. And I'm trying to sit low in it to make it look like it's fitting me, man. So I'm sitting looking real special on the boat. Man, why did the Coast Guard pull up on us with M16s, AR-15s, or whatever drawn? And they pull up on us. They start yelling at us, tell us to turn the boat off. Turn the boat off. And they didn't realize, man, the tide was going out and the water was passing by the boat hella fast. We anchored, right? So they see the wake behind the boat and they yelling at us to turn the boat off. And Bob yelled back at them, look, man, if my boat was running, I wouldn't need to call you motherfuckers. And they looked and saw the anchor in the front of the boat. They saw we was anchored and they felt some kind of way, right? So they kind of lowered the guns down a little bit and shit. I'm like, man, what the hell is with the guns, So, yeah, they towed us back in and stuff. They didn't charge us. They was cool. I think they felt kind of stupid for pulling up on us with guns and yelling at us, talking about turning the boat off, man. But yeah, that was just a crazy trip. That was just a trip that stuck in my mind. That was terrible, man.
They act like y'all some immigrants or something trying to come into America, huh?
Yeah, that was terrible, man. They pull up on us, man, with the light on us, with the guns drawn, man. I'm like, oh my God, we got a kid on the boat and everything. And then they pull up alongside of us, still had the guns drawn and yelling at us, talking about turn the boat off. Like, we're the people who called you for help, you fucking idiots.
Hey, they don't be caring, man. When they in their little mode, they ready to do whatever, man. I seen the fishing game, fishing wildlife people, you know what I'm saying? They got the big ARs and different stuff in their car and their trucks, man. I'm like, wait, what do you need that for? I thought y'all just be checking fishing license and stuff. I'm just like playing around. They're like, man, we see so much stuff with hunting and people with their guns they be having. Like, we got to match their little firepower sometimes. They run into a lot of crazy sometimes.
Dude, when I used to go salmon fishing in the Feather River with my dad, there would be a game warden in the sky, man, flying around in an ultralight. And then there'd be another game warden on the hillside with a telescope. And then there'd be another game warden in the truck. And between the guy on the hillside and the guy in the sky, radioing down to the guy in the truck. He was busy all day long, boy, just getting people that was snagging salmon and shit, man.
Well, I mean, that's just, I mean, you know, you seeing that, they just sit back and record you and then they come get you. You know how that
and that's the thing. It's like everybody out there know they're being watched, man, literally through a microscope, man, and they still trying to snag salmon, man, to keep fish that they accidentally snagged.
Yeah, I seen how they was on the boy Lewis. He had like a big old swinger or something on that little video where people was like, poacher, you're over your limit. You know what I'm saying? This is just going on. The game word is going to hear about this. They was doing that with the picture that I posted of us with the stripers, man. Oh, look at that little stripers. Y'all couldn't throw them little ones back. Like, man, first of all, those is my fish. I said, you disrespect me. I measured all them fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you measure it from the tip of their nose to the tip of their tail, if it's 18, man, that's all you need. All that you talking about, it don't even matter. But yeah, it'd be a lot of them Facebook game wardens, you know what I'm saying, on your pictures. Bro. It'd be a gang of them fools. They would not leave you alone. They'd be relentless. I see Lewis didn't even respond to him. I respond to him just because I just felt like talking, but they'd be super serious, man.
Hey, like, man, we gotta
go so hard they'll keep it going. You know what I mean? Forever.
We gotta have Lewis on the show, man. We damn sure gotta have Lewis on the show, man. Famous fishing, man, for sure, man. That dude, man. Now that's a cat that do a lot of fishing, man. He does a lot of fucking fishing in a lot of different places. You see him in a different location every day of the week almost, man. So I love to hear some of his stories, man. And I'd like to go fishing with that cat, man. But to hear some of his stories would be cool too.
My first question is, how do you do it? Because I know you got a job. Then how do you get to fish every day?
That's what I was wondering if he was retired or something, man. Because shit, man, that boy be out there fishing.
I envy you, man. You know what I'm saying? You literally, I done seen you up on the bridges, working on the bridge, doing stuff like, okay, he do some good work and everything. You know, he got a good job. But it's like what you fishing every day, or you keep a lot of content. I don't know, man, but you always putting out stuff. I envy you. I ain't gonna lie.
If he ain't fishing, he teaching little kids how to box or something, man. You know, shit.
Oh, I caught it. I saw one when he was in the gym.
Yeah, but yeah, if you get a hold of him.
I hope I can get a hold of him because I go to the gym with him.
Hey, yeah, I know you will have a push-up contest. Hey, but check it out, man. If you get a hold of him and he want to do a show with you, man, let me give you on that show too. I got a few questions, man.
Man, you can come on the show whenever.
Yeah, I got a few questions, man. Shit.
Man, you ain't got to ask. I just got to see you show up in the backstage. I'm a damn sure pull you up. I know that. I mean, you know, you always invited, man.
Well, hey, man, like I said, you need some better snacks backstage, man.
Nah, man, I ain't got no hot wings for you and all that kind of stuff, man. Ain't got no hot wings, Kool-Aid, none of that good stuff. And ain't no charcuterie boards. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna put it like this: you just came from behind there, so whatever you're doing right now, that was on me. I got you that right there, man. You know what I'm saying? You was in my green room. You know what I'm saying? I brought you on stage, so you already had something. You good back there,
man.
And my wife said hello too.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good.
Tell young Slab I said what's up too, man.
Yeah, I told you that. Told you, he said, "What's up, brother?" He hung around for you to say something. He was like, he talking. He wanted to poke his head all up in there. I be telling him, man, don't do that because he be, you know what I'm saying, dressed for the night. Man, don't get in front of the camera looking like that, man. Shirt be all, pulled and, you ain't like together. You just all trying to get in the camera. I'm like, nah, don't do that. You mess around and have a scarf on your head and all that. This is going on telly. Man, you can't be looking like that. Okay, now let's see. What was the next question? I almost got lost on what we was talking about. We got kind of took off track on good stories. If you could only fish for one species for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
I think it would be striper
Mm.
because, excuse me. I love that action, man. The striper action is dope, man. Whether you fishing for them with lures, live bait, or cut bait, and they're in the fresh water and they're in the salt water. So you know what I'm saying. You can kind of chase them up and down the rivers in the bay. You know,
Yeah.
and that's a pretty like it's a cool fish to fish for because like I say, you could catch it so many different ways. You know, it's a good
Yeah,
fight.
it is. I mean, I love them too, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I would love to fish for them for the rest of my life. But I really like to fish for crappie or panfish. I think, man, bluegill, crappie. This is something that's. I know I'm since I said the rest of my life, my whole thought was like, I'm catching these, I'm eating these, and I ain't gotta do a bunch of netting and all. You know what I'm saying? Just get you some nice red ears, you'll say a nice thing, 25 red ears or however many you're saying crappies or you know, so have you combine them, but a whole mess of panfish though. Yeah. As far as an old timey dude in my mind, that's how I always picture old timey dudes. I think that's how my mind would be. But other than that, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, you read about striper. I feel like that about striper right now. That's why I haven't even fished for largemouth in so long. It's like I've been so enthralled with stripers. You know what I'm saying? Being able to go to the Point Panola or somewhere, you know, just wherever we can catch some stripers at, you know,
Hey, but
and
you know what?
Antioch or you know, Glen Cove and all them kind of places.
This is why stripers to me would be the fish that I choose, over everything else.
Uh,
I mean, like with the exception of maybe sturgeon or something, right? But I don't like sturgeon fishing much because I don't like the bait fishing. I definitely don't like just sitting there waiting for a damn sturgeon. I don't have the patience for that, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, though,
I know what you're talking
I,
about.
yeah, I just like fishing for a striper because you never know, like how you were just talking about the crappie, and the red ear and all of that. They only gonna get so big, right? Fishing for striper, man, you never know what you're gonna hit, man. Just like the other night, man, I was out there throwing. I had my Phoenix, man. This Phoenix I got is actually a freshwater rod. It's a medium action rod, and I'm throwing that with a about a 4 or 5 inch glider, a little roach glider bait,
Uh,
and I catch the biggest striper I ever caught, man. It was a 35-inch fish, man, and I walked that sucker down the pier. So, I was out there throwing that small bait, just out there chasing those little 22 inches and the little 23 inches and shit, and fool around and got a surprise. Man, it's the striper will get you, man.
hey, remember that time that striper had took your rod? That little striper when you had
Oh yeah, man.
yes. I don't know if you have bait or did you just have a
I
lure?
threw
Something
bait out
happened.
while we was getting the boat, while we were hooking the boat up to the trailer. I had threw a
Right.
rod out and I just had it laying on the dock. And that little striper was spunky enough to snatch my rod in the water, man. But I got
Hey,
it
that was
back though.
crazy. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got known for that for me. I was like, boy, if you lose something, he'll find it. And the cold part is we was laughing about it, but that was for real. You found a lot of stuff that got missing. You was able to put your lure down there, sub, and you'll jig around for a minute. You end up picking it up. Nine, and I then it could say 9 times out of 10.
Remember, I
Real
got my
talk.
damn crappie rod back at Clear Lake when I dropped it in the water at Clear Lake Oaks.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I was
Yeah.
did you have a little kid before or something? I think a little kid lost his rod fell or something, maybe at Redbud or somewhere. I can't remember. I think you helped him out before.
Yeah, I lift that rod back up.
Tell you, man, it's like you just good with that. I don't know if I never tried it to say, but I don't think I can do it, man. For some reason, it's like you automatically know how to do it. You know how to get enough weight. You know what I'm saying? It never be a problem. You just be like, hold on, let me see. And then, when I hear you say that, I already know it. You on it. You know what I'm saying? He about to get it because
Man,
it's just your thing. You're saying if you said let me get it, that you do it, you about to do it. I tell you, man. I put my money against you. Put my money on you against anybody. I bet you that.
well, thank you, sir.
Man, when you go fishing, though, tell me, man, do you fish for the solitude or do you just love to fight the fish? Is it the spirit of the
Definitely
fight?
for
What is
the
it?
for the peace of mind and to decompress and the stress relief and all of that now because I'm I got high blood pressure and shit and all of that. So anytime I can get out and go fishing, man, I it just made me feel good. So even when I miss fishing now, I'm at that age now, dude. I've been fishing for so long. I've caught so many fish and I lost so many fish, and just so much crazy stuff happened on the water that nothing really surprises me now. So when I lose fish, I might yell and fuss and cuss for a minute, but I'm laughing while I'm doing it. I'm never mad anymore. I don't care how big the fish is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I might yell and fuss and cuss, but eventually I start laughing at myself, because, shit, that's what it's all about, man. Sometimes the fish whoop your ass,
yep.
It
It's
ain't
all
called
part of the game.
feasting, it's called fishing,
It's all part of the game, man. Losing lures, you know what I'm saying? All that losing the fish. Yeah, we done lost plenty of those, man.
Yeah,
We get
but
them
like
back. We get them
another
back.
thing too, like how you say that about the solitude and stuff. When I go fishing at nighttime, whether I'm at Point Malati, especially back in the days when Point Malati still had the pier out there before they tore the pier down. But if I'm at Point Malati or anywhere along the shoreline or Point Pinole, man, or the hot waters in Rodeo,
Uh,
I like to fish not necessarily by myself, but I spread out away from people so I don't necessarily be talking and carrying on a conversation. I don't have music playing or nothing. I like to listen to the water because at nighttime, you know what I'm saying? The bait fish come to the surface too, and you listen to the bait fish, man, and they kind of tell you what the predators are too, because you listen to them, you hear them fleeing, and you hear them jumping, trying to evade the predators, and you hear the bass popping their tails on the water when they busting on the bait fish and stuff, and it's like a lot of times you miss that when you're out there running your mouth with your partners. I mean, I know you're having a good time and all of that, man, and you listen to your music or whatever, but if you listen to the water instead, you hear so much and it'll tell you so much, man. And especially me, I don't throw bait no more. I'm all lures, dude. So I learned to hunt fish now. I don't just throw a pole out and sit down and drink beer. I still like it, but I don't do it, man. Only time I do that is when I'm perch fishing or cat fishing, But other than that, I'm throwing lures, dude. And with
hmm.
stripers, you got to listen to the water at night, man, because you hear so much, and the bait, the predators chasing the bait and everything. If you hear and you listen, you'll learn.
That's facts. Even on that transition from talking about the strappers, what about when it comes to crappie though? How do your approach change? Like when the crappie move from like deep winter brush piles or to shallow spawning beds? How does your approach change then?
Well, honestly, since my dad died, I don't go out on a boat that much anymore, crappie fishing, And then my boats that I've had, when I had my boats, I wasn't even crappie fishing, believe it or not. I was chasing red ear and just catfish and stuff more so and stuff. But
Oh, I know.
I mostly fish from a float tube, man. So now that I'm a little older, dude, I don't like fishing in the wintertime in my float tube because even when I be having all the thermals on and neoprene and all that, it get kind of cold. So I'm mostly fishing for crappie on banks and docks and piers and stuff like that, in the wintertime,
Hmm.
for the crappie and stuff, man. So I'm trying to catch them where I can, I'm trying to get them where the getting is good, where I can. And then in the summertime, I get in my float tube and I chase them down and I find them. I got my little cheap sonar and stuff on my float tube or pontoon tube, should I say. And,
Right.
you know, so I can't really tell you about, transitioning from wintertime and all of that because I'm kind of limited, on where I
Hmm.
can go and what I can do.
Yeah, like I said, you got to have your fish finder. You know what I'm saying, so you can see the graph of what's below you when you mess around with the brush piles. Because a
Yeah,
lot of them
yeah,
are all the way underwater. It'll be like some stuff sticking up, and then you can jig around them. Sometimes you can't even see it. You just got to know they're down there. So you got to have your
yeah.
little fish finder or something to know where that's at. Other than
Last
that,
time,
you
man,
got
when me
small
and you were
shallow.
out at Clear Lake at Pinedale, I had my sonar on, man, and I was marking some crappie pretty good, man. And I'm still learning that sucker, So I've found out a few tricks on it and shit, man. I call it a poor man's live scope because I found a way where I can see my lure going down. It's a line that goes down, and that's my when a vertical jig, and that's my lure going down and shit. But it's not like putting it in front of fish or nothing. I just know what depth my lure is at, you know. And
Right.
yeah, but shit on windy days, man, it's a bitch fishing on that sucker from a pontoon tube, man, because you're getting blown all around, and so you can't stay over a fish, or you can't
Yeah,
keep
and then
your
you get
lure
that.
right over a fish or
You
something,
keep
you
it,
know.
you cast it out, you know, some your line be bowed, you know what I mean? It be that big bow. It don't be straight no more. You mean your whole
Yeah,
line be bent and curved. And it's hard to tell what's going on. All while you reeling, it's just bent and reeling. You know, it's hard to tell how far you were. So
yeah,
yeah, and then that even might hinder depending on how much your lure weighs, how deep it gets. Because if it's the wind is blowing like that and blowing your line, you know it's keeping your bait up a little higher than where you want it to be at,
yeah,
unless you got a heavy enough jig to get down there. You know, a quarter ounce or something, or maybe even heavier, depending on where you fishing. You know how fast the water moving and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, fast moving water and the wind. Yeah,
man.
I'd rather fish. I'd rather catch little
I,
shallow, local stuff.
I was fishing a damn Foley yesterday, man, in my on my pontoon. I was throwing my frog. You know, I bring like sometimes 7 rods with me. I got a little rod holder on my shit, and I bring 7 rods, and I'm telling you, all like 6 of them rods will come back dry, never even touch water. I just throw a frog all the time. I'm just so addicted to throwing a frog, man. I'll
I got to
probably
get
miss
back
out on
on.
so much other good action because I won't throw my chatterbait. I won't throw my Cinco. I won't throw my freaking Ned rig. You know, I got so much crap, man. I got about 25 pounds of stuff I take with me, lures and whatnot, man, and just some water and all kind of crap I got in my shit. But I just throw a frog, man. And the other day the wind was blowing me so hard, man. You know, I couldn't
Man,
even throw in the toolies. Every time I cast in the toolies, trying to, hit that spot, man, and the wind is blowing my line everywhere, man. I'm fighting the wind like crazy.
have you seen when the weather is going to change and get right, or is it going to be
I
windy
don't
for
know.
all
I've
this?
been stressing, man, with it. It's been warm and everything, but it's just been too windy, you know? Even for going out for striper at nighttime, I don't like, because I got a lot of lures, man, that just, they don't act right when it's hella windy, you know? These little glide baits and stuff, you don't want to throw them when it's windy as shit, you know?
Yeah, I feel that too. When you be ready to put on the waders out there at Point Pinot.
Man, I want to do that hella bad, man. I got some old cheap waders. I hope these suckers don't have no holes in them. They didn't
I
come
know
from
that.
Timu, man, but they came from Timu's big brother, Limu, I guess. I don't know shit, but I hope they don't.
Slabs
I hope they
on
hold
red.
up.
Slabs on red. He said you're ready to do it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I got my
man.
waders.
Hey, every time I go out fishing with him, we always have fun, man. That boy is a fool, man.
Well, we gonna definitely have some fun once I get out in that water, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never waded in Point Pinot, so you can only imagine every time I
Have
take
you?
a
Have
step.
you? Have you? Are your waders neoprene?
No, I forgot, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't think they neoprene. It might be a little more rubber, or it's something in between. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not
Okay,
sure if they
because yeah,
neoprene.
dude, that
I might have
you got to
neoprene
make
booties.
sure
You know what
you
I'm saying?
take good care of that shit, man, and never walk around on them barefoot. Like if you put them on, man, put on some kind of like flip flops or boots or shoes or whatever with them. Don't walk around on the floor with them or
Yeah,
nowhere, man, because those suckers are delicate, man.
the
Uh,
smallest prick, huh?
Man, I've had many pairs of expensive neoprene waders, man, and it's always some silly shit happen.
Man, that smallest prick has such a joke waiting for it, man. I
Man, you
let it.
get in the water and all of a sudden you just start feeling some little cold, man, a little trickle of coldness on your leg, man. Like,
I just
damn it.
hope I'm not out there trying to wade in Point Pinot and fall backwards and get water filled all in my damn waders. That's what I don't want.
Well,
I'm not gonna go
shoot.
too far away, man. I'm just saying, just in case of any kind of little stumble that you and it just come in right quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hate that. I'm sure you gonna have to get one time. I hope I don't, but you know, something gotta happen silly sooner or later to make you learn. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about? So
I went out there,
you'll laugh at me a couple of times when we get out there.
dude. I was wading out there by the old pier at Point Pinot one time, man, and the tide was going out and the water was moving fast. And it was like washing the soil, I mean the sand out from under my feet. So while I'm standing there, I start sinking down into the ground and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That damn man, I was planted there, but I started panicking for a second, man, and the water was moving swift, so I had to get the hell up out of there.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. Like I said, I know I'm gonna give you one folly at least, man. You're gonna laugh at me one time out there. But now, Crappie Dave, you know what I'm saying? Back to the crappie one time. Tell me something. Crappie or finicky? So, what's your go-to color or presentation when the bite is tough, man? What do you do?
Man, okay, I would say in clear, gin clear water, man, I'm using some fluorocarbon, but the cold part is, man, I'm going blind. Now you see I got the glasses on, so sometimes, man, when you fishing letting your shit fall on the vertical, you know what I'm saying, or the pendulum swing, you kind of want to watch your line a little bit to see that bite. You see a line jump or whatever.
Right.
I'm going blind now, so I can't see that well. So instead of using what is that? Just straight fluorocarbon, I like that Berkeley make this line called it's called transition line or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And it's when it hits the sunlight, it turns red or gold, but when it's underwater and the sun is not hitting it, it goes clear. So I like that a little bit better than just straight fluorocarbon, just so I could see it. You know, it's hard for me to see line now. But like I say, anyway, though, in gin clear water, I want to use some fluorocarbon, you know, in a natural color, even if it's a clear with just some sparkle or some flakes. I like those little firecracker ones, you know, the clear jig with the the red and blue and black flake in it. Yeah, I like those. And I guess monkey milk is cool too, but I like to use something a little bit more translucent, you know, but monkey milk is always good, man. And I would say in more stained water or nighttime, I like to use black and chartreuse, man. That's some good shit right there. I just found out about this new color, man. It's called Purple Monkey. Me and my buddy went out to Clear Lake one time earlier this year, and some guy was using that, and he was killing them on that color, man.
What's it called again?
Purple Monkey. Never even heard of it before, man.
Yeah, that's why I asked you who had that.
Damn, I can't even think of the guy's name right now, man. I honestly can't think of this guy's name, man. But he was catching crappie, man, with that color, man. And like I said, I've heard of you know, monkey milk and electric chicken, but I never heard of purple monkey. You know, I even heard of sexy shad, but purple monkey, okay.
You don't know what the brand lure he was using?
It could have been Bobby Garland, man. I believe it might have been Bobby Garland, you know.
Yeah, I like
man, if you're gonna use Bobby Garland lures, make sure you bring some crazy glue with you, man, so you could glue that sucker to the head of the jig, man, because those lures are so freaking soft, man.
They just slide right off. It don't matter nothing.
Man, you catch one big crappie, man, he gonna mangle that freaking lure, man.
Yeah, D was when he was fishing yesterday. A couple of times he got bit. You know what I'm saying? When about to be pulled out, you can see he got slurped off. You know what I'm saying? You can see that the bait was sliding off the hook. You know what I'm saying? It never happened to me. Even when I got bit, it would feel like it was pulling my tail or something. You know, it didn't happen. But it didn't got done like that. So I don't know. Like you said, maybe he had one of them baits that was real soft like that, or maybe his jig head didn't have the little thing the thing that keep the bait from sliding. Yeah, a little bait holder to keep it from sliding. So it could have been that too. And on that same note, I don't even like getting hooks that don't have that nowadays, because you either got to glue it or it has to have it on there, man. They have to be on there because
it's good to keep you some crazy glue, man, in your crappie tackle, man, because like I said, when the bite is when they just frenzy bite, man, when sometimes, man, you just hitting crappie on the downfall and shit. They're tearing your lures up, man. So it's just better to have some crazy glue, man.
Do you keep mended in your boat?
Nah, I would probably get some if I could find some that was decent or whatever, but nah. That's like be pissing me off when I'm using Sinkos, man, and I catch a little undersized bass, man, and just as I'm about to grab him or lip him, he shake one time and throw my damn Sinko in the water.
You know, that's always, man. Your sinker go always take off messing with a bass.
Yeah. I
Because
got a
they
bunch of those little Cinco bands, the little, the little loops for wacky worming, but I hardly ever use them, man.
Yeah, I was going. I had some old rings. I thought about bringing my Cinco's yesterday, but like I said, I wouldn't. I knew we was supposed to do some Captain Up fishing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm just go bring my crappie rod and I'll bring my drop shot. I'm not gonna be worried about hitting the target with the Cinco and doing all that because I knew we wasn't gonna sit nowhere long enough to be target fishing. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some passing by right outside of your distance. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop down wherever we at. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I mean, he can't stop me from trying to catch a bass, so I can still drop around. But target fishing though, yeah, that wasn't happening, man.
Man.
I wish
But you know
he
what,
was.
man? I'll tell
He
you
not
another
around.
lure. I love, man, but it's just too delicate. It's too freaking delicate. You got to have crazy glue if you're using it. The little kitex. If you crappie fishing with the little paddle tails, the little kitex crappie tail, paddle
Oh yeah,
tails,
yeah.
they man, I have bluegill just snip the paddle tail right off, man.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Sometimes it's like once they done bit it off. I mean, they got plenty of lures that don't have a tail. I mean, you know, they don't have a tail that wobbles and do all the stuff like little shovel
Yeah,
tails and
but man, I don't know. It's this,
going
but
like
that
that.
ain't what they advertise. You know what I'm saying?
It should be popping off like that. You right? You shouldn't.
That shit is too delicate, man. The bluegill just come up and just snip that sucker right off, man.
Now you're right about that. Though I don't know why they even do that. They should make it a little thicker or something, some kind of reinforcement. But then
Yeah.
we trying to make money. We ain't trying to help you out like that. We
Start.
trying to
Yeah,
make
I
money.
know exactly. They want you to come back and buy another pack and shit.
Yeah, he's like, man, they broke off, man. Well, there's some more.
Yeah, you go to Clear Lake, man, and catch about 2 or 3 crappie, man, big crappie with that damn Kitech, man. You're gonna have to put another one on sometimes, man.
Yeah, I don't even use Context, man. I mean, I got them, I use them, but I usually just use the regular little shad ones. You know what I'm saying, with the little tail. You know what I'm saying, the
Little
little
stinger
long tail.
tail.
There you go. That's the ones.
Yeah,
Like all day. I grab them from
yeah.
Walmart or somebody, or just basically those type of baits. I really don't throw other ones. I got a Spro. I still haven't used yet, man. That little Spro for crappie, man. I'd be scared of losing it because I'd be throwing like 2-pound tests for crappie a lot. You know what I'm saying? If I was throwing in like a 7-pound test or something, I probably feel a little more confident. But I'd be using like 2-pound tests for crappie. So I would definitely, I'm not throwing
Hey,
it
man,
on
you
it.
see that color right there, man? That electric chicken.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them ones, the old school color, but this firecracker, man, that color right there, man, that is translucent, man. It's clear with the
That's
red
one of
and
my
blue flake, man. Red, blue, and black flake.
Yep, that's
This
one
is
of my
a
favorites.
killer at Clear Lake, man. Especially
Like
when the water is like clear in clear water conditions.
right.
It's a
It's like a
killer,
disco
man.
ball. It's like a disco ball. I like those.
Man,
That's my favorite joint. You probably stole them from me. Hey, when you fishing, whether it's crappie or stripers, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to think of, how does water clarity dictate the choice on what color you use? Let's just stick with crappie if you want to talk about that still. Let's just stick with crappie about the clarity of your the water compared to what color you use for your bait.
okay, like I said, man, if I'm fishing in kind of like stained muddy water, I like to use the blue body with the chartreuse tail or a black body chartreuse tail, purple with a chartreuse tail, you know what I'm saying? Or
Mm-hmm.
even vice versa. But as long as it's those colors, in tandem, And
Chartreuse.
yeah, then like I said, in clear water, man, I always like a kind of natural color, a translucent color. And I just found out about, like I said, I just found out about that purple monkey. It's a clear stinger jig, man, and it had a purple back. It had like a lot of dark purple flake in the back, but a clear belly.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there, to me, man, that's a really good, lure for using in clear water conditions. But here's another thing too: if you can find a gold mini jig, buy it. You know, I'm talking about like the translucent body with the gold flake in it, a lot of gold flake,
Mm-hmm.
not just a little bit, but a lot, to where it makes the whole body just a gold color. For some
Mm-hmm.
reason, man, big crappie love the color gold, man. I don't know why.
Big crappie. What makes a trophy crappie to you?
It depends on what you catch it on, man. To me, really, because if you out there fishing with heavy gear, like a lot of people like to use braid and shit when they crappie fishing, and I don't got nothing against that, but I'm a ultralight guy. I love to use little tiny shit, you know. So I have. Hold on, it might take a second for me to get it out. Allow me to whip this out. I got my Dowel right here, man. It's an ultralight,
Right.
you know, but even smaller than that, man. This is like a ultra light, man. This sucker right here is so teeny tiny, man. I got a 4-pound test on it. The only reason why I don't use 2-pound tests is because a lot of times I'm not directly on the water to where, you know, I can't lip it quick enough or get to the fish quick enough or whatever. But I
Right.
got 4-pound tests on this rod. And this sucker right here is so thin, so light, man. So if I catch a 2.5-pound crappie on this, man, it's gonna feel every bit of a freaking 3-pounder or more, you know,
Right.
with this right here. So every fish don't have to be a trophy fish. It depends. I like to use ultralight in light gear. You know, when I caught my personal best striper, like I said, I was using a Phoenix, man, but this was a freaking medium action rod, man. It was a light rod, man. And I was using a small lure too, you know. So
Right.
to me, light action makes every fish worth it. It makes every nice size fish you catch, it makes it feel like a trophy, you know.
I believe that. You the one that
Yeah,
got me on ultralights. I ain't even gonna lie. I never really tripped off ultralights until I started messing with you. I think you gave me that my first ultralight. I think it was like a 7-foot Intrepid or something like it was seven
yeah, it
foot
was
or
that
something.
Intrepid, man, with that. I think it was basically like a little kokanee
Yeah.
combo, man. It was
Right.
a copperhead reel.
Mm.
I think a Shakespeare copperhead reel on it.
Yeah, I can't remember the real, but
Kokanee
yeah,
special.
they fish. You catch the saying little trouts, and little like I
Yeah,
said, little
exactly.
cockneys and stuff. Crappie, panfish type of thing. But yeah, that was my first one, man. I broke the damn thing at Clear Lake in the door. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I wasn't used to some coming in and you're saying I'm closing in. Like, oh no, I was bad as
Yeah,
hell.
man.
I was hooked on ultralight after that. I ain't gonna lie, ultralight it just feels better. You can see that little
Yeah.
rod. Long as you say,
And
as long as you
it,
got the drag right and everything, it's that whole play with a little itty bitty rod.
and
Even
you
like
know
right
what,
now,
man?
I got the 5 foot. My G Loomis is a 5 foot zero. It's like you said,
Uh,
it's below. It's an ultralight, but it's like I think ultralight will be number one or something like that in their category. So it's a zero. So it's like a little softer than that. You know what I'm saying? But a
yeah.
little ultralight 5-footer. And that's my favorite rod. I love
Yeah,
them
man,
Jones.
and like you were saying about that drag, man, is nothing like the sound of that good drag, man, when you get a good fish on the ultralight and that sucker just taking the drag. But at the same time, ain't nothing like that panic and that real good fight when you hit something big on the ultralight, boy, and he
Right.
fighting you when he kind of winning the fight. See, that's what makes the fishing fun, is when the fish kind of get the advantage on you. How many times, man? Just like you tell anybody, man, when we be at the pier and then big stripers get to pulling us under the pylons, man, and we trying to fight them to get them out away from the pylons, and then they pulling hard as they can to get us around them pylons, man. It's a real war, man, and that shit don't be fun until you get them out of there. It don't be no fun at all, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, I tell you, when I got hung that one time, man, I swear I was gonna bring him back until y'all was like, oh man, he wrapped. But I kept feeling the pull, like I got it. I'm thinking I'm fighting him, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm just sawing on the pole back and forth because he already done wrapped around it. He in.
Yeah.
He's not
And what
coming
was so
back.
cold about that, man? What was so cold about it? By the time he got you wrapped around that pylon, he was pooped. He was out of
Yeah,
gas. He came to the surf and was just floating right by the pylons, but he had you wrapped around all them barnacles and shit, right? So
exactly. He
he was
wasn't
just
coming back.
floating. And then when I shined the light on him, man, you know them fish don't like that light in their eyes. I shine that light on him and he start pulling again and freaking just pop that line, man.
Yeah. And at the same time, I was like pulling too. Once y'all said he was wrapped, I knew it was over. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, hold on, man, I'm gonna try to get some, I'm gonna try to hook him, but you said your little words. I got him, let me get him. I was like, man,
I
it's
was
like,
gonna try to snag it because he was wrapped around the pylon like 2 times. So there's no way you was gonna get him. So I was gonna try to snag him for you.
Yeah, I was like, man, I ain't worry about it, man. Because if it's that big and you talk about doing that, you're gonna be doing that. We wasting time. We might as well just keep fishing. Let me just break it. If you wrap
Yeah, as soon
around
as
like
my
that,
light hit him, man, he started going crazy again and shit.
man, that was a good night though, man. Too bad I wasn't recording that one. I gotta give me a little camera, you know what I'm saying, like a little GoPro style camera that's better for light outside, like you're saying, for being dark, I should say, to where a couple of lights we have may be enough light. Because my phone will work out cool, but I don't want to keep doing the phone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not even because of Brian or nothing like that. Not because of you, Brian. I'm just saying. I just want to have a camera. You know what I'm saying? And
Uh,
then one thing about having the phone, it's like once we fish and I hook something, or if anybody hooks something, it's like somebody got to grab the phone and take it to the action. You know what I mean? So I would
yeah,
rather have something
exactly.
that's good for light. I mean, low light conditions. Have some light around, but I actually got a camera on me, so you know I can run around and I can still see, you know, fish and do all the stuff. But we still need to have more light around us, you know, just so we can see better. But the phone, yeah, I gotta step my game up from the phone, no doubt.
Yeah, that's what the thing is. You're gonna have to have you need Grundle, man. You're gonna have to have somebody out there that ain't even fishing. It's just gonna carry the camera all the time.
Yeah, I had a guy like that, you know what I'm saying, for a minute, but he ain't came back fishing with me yet. He went there one time, you know, he didn't bring his rod. He went with me. He saw me catch fish and all the stuff, you know what I'm saying? But he say he gonna bring his rod, but he ain't done it yet. So I don't know. All right, man. Now when we be fishing, man, you know, I know we old school and all the stuff, and we had to try to step up with technology. But forward facing sonar or the old school intuition for finding fish, man, which one do you choose?
Ah, man, I couldn't tell you nothing about that shit. I don't know anybody fancy enough to have that, you know.
Well, just say the fish finder itself. Let's not even just say the forward facing live and all that. Just say
Dude,
finding it with your own intuition of looking and searching, or having a fish finder in
I
general.
have I have a Garmin Striker clear view on my pontoon tube, right?
Right.
And for me, really, the only time that's important for me really is crappie fishing, so that I can
Mm,
kind of find the schools, you know, or find some structure underwater, or you know what I'm saying.
right.
If it's a nice calm enough day where I can vertical fish, you know, and I'm just
Mm.
trying to find a school of fish or whatever, you know. And other than that, like I said, um, I don't know anybody with like a live scope or anything like that, man. So I have no opinion on that, to tell you the truth.
Like you said, though, as far as we spoke on before, when the fish are like a little deeper and you can't see the structure of where they're at, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the fish finder is good, but you know, most of the
Yeah,
time we fishing from sight. You know, so we like you said, you see the tulies, you see a log, you see a tree. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know from the how the water go from light to dark, where the drop offs are, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we mostly fish like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But when you have a fish finder, I mean, you know, it gets you more focused on where the fish are, you know what I'm saying, a little quicker. Like it saves you time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fishing a dead spot where
yeah,
there's nothing there.
exactly.
You just casting around, any little splash, you think it's something, but you turn the fish finder, it's like, that's just a couple of bait fish, or that's a bird over there. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta
Yeah,
keep
that's like,
keep
you know,
moving.
when I be at Dan Foley, man, I use my fish finder there twice,
Uh,
and because it's a shallow pond, you know, and it's like basically I use it to just map out how deep the water is and where the structure was. I just found out that the average depth of that lake is damn near about 9 feet, you know, and then there's areas where uh it drops off to like 13 feet in one area, and I even seen a spot there where it's about 16 feet, right? But
right.
the average depth of that lake is pretty shallow. It's only about 9 to 8 feet or something like that, or shallower, you know. And
Right.
with me in the float tube, or especially if my oars or if my feet are in the water, if I'm pedaling or whatever, I'm spooking any fish that I'm directly over. So once I mapped out that lake and just pretty much found out how shallow or what the depth was in different areas, I never brought the fish finder again because it's like, I'm not gonna be trying to vertical fish anywhere in this lake, with the water being so shallow, you know what I'm saying?
I got a few fish drop shot, and I will say that, but there's a lot of grass in there. You
Yeah,
got
it's a
5
lot of grass.
there's a lot of grass. Drop
A
shot,
lot of
I mean,
grass.
it's a jet drop shot. I was just supposed to say something else. No, it was drop shot, and drop shot does fairly well there. At least it did for me at that time. I know you can
Yeah,
feel
and
them
then
on
the
the
thing
call,
with drop shotting at that place, man, you got to go there in the spring, like early spring before the grass start growing. You know what I'm saying? And the winter time is good to throw your swim baits there and stuff like that, man, because it's not so much of that aquatic grass in the water. But in the spring, the grass starts to grow, and
right?
it's harder to fish any kind of bottom lures.
Yeah. I'd be throwing a Senko or some kind of something too, man. Like I said, the
Yeah.
tulies, under brushes and different things like that. Yeah. That'd be me
Yeah,
too.
I was throwing the big Cincos all along the Tulies, man, and I was doing pretty good with them big Cincos, them big 9-inch ones and shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
And
What you
I
call
was
them?
doing pretty damn good throwing them suckers. But the frog, man, like I said, the frog is just so fun, man. That's the
What do you
shit there for me, man.
What do you call them big 9-inch Senkos?
Oh, the dickage, man, the donkey dicks, the dickage.
Hey man, they love to slurp the
Hey
dickage.
man, those big Cincos, man. I'm telling you, I caught one of my first PBs, man, at Discovery Bay. I was float tubing. I had some Cincos, man. I'm fishing wacky. I first discovered, fishing wacky worm and shit, right?
Right.
Man, I went through a whole pack of Cincos. So, every time you catch a fish, just about as soon as he come up and shake, the Cinco go this way and the fish go that way and shit, right?
Yeah.
So
Here,
I
just
was
another
down to
one.
my last Cinco, man. I caught a bass that was probably I didn't have a scale, so I can't be sure. So I would say he was at least about 8 pounds. That was my first biggest fish black bass I ever caught.
Mm.
And he ripped my damn Cinco, man. That was my last one. I was mad as hell. I still have a lot of fishing left in me.
Big girls like big worms, man.
And, but you know what's a trip? Gary Yamamoto's Cincos are the best, man. You can buy them damn Yum Dingers or whatever the hell, all them other different things. I don't know if it's the salt in the lures not lures,
Okay.
but the stick baits. I don't know if it's the
Right.
salt in them or what, but they flutter. They just have them, and they're heavy. You can cast the shit out of them. You can cast a Cinco a country mile,
Right.
and the flutter that they have when they sink is just, man, it's just candy to a bass. But
Yep.
like I said,
Either way
man,
you
as
hook
soon
it,
as you
man.
catch a fish, a big one or a small one, you shake his head enough times, he's gonna fucking rip your bait off, man.
Yep. Either way you hook it. Like you see you hooking in the middle, it got a nice little, you know what I'm saying, little bend in it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
the
saying? It
yum
bounces and
dingers,
flutters.
yum
Even
dingers
if
are a
you
little more durable, right? If you hook
Mhm.
them, they're more durable, but they're not as heavy, and they take forever to sink. If you wacky worming in deeper water, man, you got to be patient because that motherfucker's gonna sink forever.
Even when you throw it Texas rig, you know what I'm saying? When you floor it, the tail still got that little vibration to it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It still got a little bit of wiggle to it. Yeah, I like Gary Yamamoto's
Yeah.
Senkos too. No doubt.
Man, I haven't been seeing any sweet beavers lately. I've been seeing a lot of imitations, like other lure companies are making a lure that's similar to a sweet beaver, but I haven't been seeing Reaction Innovation lately, man. Or are they going through some shit or what? Are they still a thing?
They got some reaction innovation on 23rd Street.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man, it's a lot of
23rd
sweet
Street.
beavers. There's a lot of sweet beavers roaming around there, man. On our street, maybe some tart beavers too, man.
Hey,
They got
those
some
are not
reaction
sweet
innovations out
beavers, man. Believe me, those are swamp donkeys.
there. Hey, most definitely, man. Nah, but I, I haven't really tripped off, man. I know I got some sweet beavers though. I got some in my bag, but Yeah, I haven't really tripped off. Did they change the name? Is it still called Reaction
They
Innovations? Or
still
if it's not
reaction
that,
innovation, but I think somebody complained about the women,
yeah,
the
the
little
Vixens or
naked
whatever.
women on the packages. Because they
Yeah,
had the other lure called they had the one called a dominatrix or whatever, and they had the little sexy chick on the package, man.
yeah. Little kid probably was like, "Mom, can I get this one right here?"
Yeah.
That was like, I was looking at the back of the name. I was signing this to company, to corporate. I'm telling on them. You know what I
Hey,
mean? That's cold.
so check this out, man. Years ago, I'm at the store, man. I was a little corner, a little AMPM, right? Remember Nelly had that energy drink called Pimp Juice?
Oh yeah.
So this little boy saw that shit in the refrigerator section, right? And his mother, she was on her phone. She's so busy fucking with her phone. The little boy is pulling on her and tapping on her, pulling on her, asking if he could have it. She really ain't paying attention to him, right? But he kept like, Mom, look, it's Pimp Juice. Pimp Juice, Mom, look, Mom, look. And I was behind them, right? And I'm laughing. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, soon as this mother really realized what her son is talking about, I bet you she's going to be the one to campaign to have this shit taken off the market, man.
Everybody is super sensitive these days. That's damn for
Pimp
sure, man.
Juice. Hey,
All
that
right,
little
man.
boy was serious about that Pimp Juice, man.
Hey, when it comes to bass, whether it's striper or largemouth, man, power fishing or finesse fishing, man, which one?
I like power fishing, me myself, because I'm not really that patient. I am patient enough where I can crappie fish, man, but when it comes to black bass, one of my favorite techniques is Carolina rigging. I love to throw a Carolina rig. Matter of fact, I got a carrot stick gold that I only use for Carolina rigging. And
Man, I hope I got one of those.
but other than that, man, I like to throw a frog. I like to throw crankbaits, jerk baits. I like to throw lipless crankbaits. And once again, I like to throw frogs. I like to throw buzz baits, spinner baits too. The old school spinner bait in the wintertime. I like to slow roll a spinner bait, through some sparse weeds and cover. And even in deep water, in the wintertime and stuff, but
Used
the
to be
old
one of my
spinner
favorites.
bait is still a good lure, man. Everybody kind of switched over to a chatter bait, but I still love the spinner bait, man.
Yeah, they did switch up to chatterbaits, man. But yeah, spinner baits. I used to love spinner baits too.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I'm a power fisherman, man, much more than I am a finesse fisherman, man. I drive myself crazy trying to drop shot sometimes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even if I'm throwing a Cinco, like I said, if I'm throwing those yum dingers and the water is really deep where I'm fishing, like I said, those suckers sink slow, and I don't like to put weight on them, and I like a natural presentation.
Right.
But if I'm not using Cincos, where they sink a little faster and got a pretty flutter to them, I don't like finesse fishing.
Yeah, I think I used to be more of the jig fisherman. I used to love throwing jigs and stuff like that. And I used to throw my crankbait. I don't even throw it no more, man. I mean, it ain't that I don't want to. I just really I used to hate getting hung up all the time on grass because I was good with crankbaits, but I just never really tripped off how far they go sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I let it dig too deep and then I'm hooked in the grass. After a minute, I'm like, man, I forget this. You know what I mean? I've used another rod. Like you said, we'll bring 3 or 4 rods. So I'd probably just try something else. But I used to throw I still got my skeet reach rod, you know what I mean? My reel and everything. And for the crankbait. So I just never really use it no more. But that's another rod I'm gonna bust out with. I'm coming back for you, largemouth. I'm coming back
Hey,
after you, boss bass.
I'm gonna tell you what a good bait to throw in the Delta is, man. Along the bank, man. When you fishing along the rocky banks in the Delta, it's not too weedy, just rocks, man. It's a cheap lure too, man. The speed trap. You throw that speed trap, man, and that sucker bounce off them rocks and hit the rocks and pound the rocks and bounce off them rocks, and it drive the bass crazy, man.
They got that coffin bill. Is that what they call it? A coffin bill or
Yeah, that
something
little
like
square bill, man. That square bill. That sucker's kind of designed to just bounce off of rocks and structure and stuff,
Yeah. I miss
And it's
crankbaits.
like I say, it's a classic. It's an oldie but goodie, man. The speed trap is old as hell, but it still works. It still works, man.
One lure I never really got the chance to. I ain't gonna call it mastering. I'm not because I haven't mastered too many of them. as far as crankbaits and all, baits with treble hooks and all that, but jerk bait. You know what I'm saying? The hard jerk bait, the treble hook jerk bait. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I haven't really got a chance to master that one. You know what I'm saying? I would try it a few times, but like I would just give up and try another lure. You know what I mean?
Man, me and Dane, when we used to go on this boat in Clear Lake, man, we used to throw in the fall. We used to throw jerk baits, man. We used to do pretty good. And the tricky is sometimes, believe it or not, man, you rip it a few times to try to get it down deep or whatever, man. But you jerk it and you can let that sucker sit for as long as like 15 seconds, man.
I like
let it
those
sit for
too.
15 seconds and then just give it like 2 soft twitches or jerks, man, and something will blow up on that sucker, man. But it's not all about like jerk pause. Sometimes you let it sit for like hella seconds, man, like, in the teens.
Dead stick it.
Yeah, man. Like you want to use a good jerk bait too, like I like using the Lucky Crafts, even though they're kind of expensive, man. The Lucky Crafts are balanced. They're very well balanced, and they suspend real good.
Yeah,
and,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And Rapalas, you know what, man? I like using Rapala jerk baits, not for jerking and ripping, but for steady retrieving. At night when I'm fishing for stripers, I throw the bigger ones out, cast them out, and steady retrieve them, man. And the stripers love those suckers, man.
Hey, man, there's somebody at the door. Hold on. What's up with the guy? Oh, Utini, you on there?
Who's that, Brian?
Yeah, you see him?
What up?
What's up, y'all? What's up, boy?
What's going on?
Oh, I for say almost
Clear Lake.
You sound tired, half asleep or something, man. We at work?
Can you hear? Can you hear us?
I think it went.
Did he freeze? Yeah, he must have went dead or something. I just saw you pop. I saw you popped in. I was like, man, let me let King Cooper in, man, Mr. Utini himself.
Maybe my tribe get back on shit.
Yeah, if I say he must be at work or something, or does he think he was at home?
I didn't know who that was at first when he first popped up and shit. I didn't even see it was such a little small picture. I didn't see him.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna see. Let me see if I change something. No, see, yeah, because then it make you small. I don't want to do that. I like it like this. Yeah, if I make it the other way, it's gonna look funny. But yeah, let's see. What? Back to the next question, man. Unless he comes back. What's the best striper blow up that you ever witnessed?
That I ever witnessed, man.
Yeah, while you was fishing or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? What's the
it
best
was probably not necessarily even the blow up, because remember we were kind of far away. Oh, he back now. Can you hear us, Mel?
Yeah, I hear ya.
Okay. What's up with it? How you doing, boy?
Can't complain, man. Just at work. Came in to see what was going on. What we talking about, man?
Man,
right now we're talking about stripers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been.
I would say.
Hold on, Booze. Before his boss come and he got to run and hang up the phone. So, hey,
nah, my boss ain't here. I'm good. What's up,
King Cooper? What's the best blow up you ever witnessed?
That I ever witnessed?
Yeah, while you was fishing, man, the best striper blow up.
It was probably his. It was probably Crappie Dave when we was at Shag Slough. We walked that back ditch on a hot day. We was throwing lures, frogs everywhere. Some of them we couldn't even see. You can just hear the blow up. Sound like kids doing belly flops, dude. We was missing the hella bites. It was crazy. But yeah, that was like the best day.
Hey, that was the first time I ever hit a striper on a frog, man.
Yeah.
Let me get this out the way.
It was at nighttime too.
Hell yeah.
Oh, y'all was out there at night when it happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he chased the frog down. He blew up on it like 3 times before he hit it.
I ain't caught a bad shit on the frog period, let alone the striper.
Hey, boy, that one day.
One time, that little the frog with the flapping, with the flapping feet. That's the only frog I ever caught one on.
Yeah, those are those. I caught my first frog on a lunker hunt. It was called a prop frog with the feet spin, and it has has the short strike hook, so it was like a frog with training wheels for your boy. That's how I
Hey,
got.
I ain't mad at training wheels. I
Yeah,
ain't
that's
mad
my
at
first. That
all.
was my first one, but I had my most luck at Shag Slough. We can't go there no more, but I got 6 frogfish there and 2 at Dan Foley, and 2 at the regular side of Shag Slough, not the back ditch, but by the bridge. I actually caught my
Hey,
So
first
you can't
Brian.
frogfish.
you can't
Hey,
walk down there no
Brian.
more?
Hmm.
Hey, since I figure I'm never going back there anymore. So I'll tell anybody about it. Whoever want to go, I don't care anymore, man. Why don't you tell some
Mallard.
stories about Mallard, man, Lake Mallard
Oh
or
man,
Mallard
so
Lake or
yeah,
Reservoir, whatever you call it.
our partner told us about this spot, bro. Concord, off of Port Chicago Highways. Basically, it's the Department of Water Reclamation, and he told us about this place. It seemed like an oasis, but he told me and Crappie Dave, he was like, "Yeah, you're not gonna catch no stripers on lures." We was like, "Bro, if it's stripers in there, we catch them on lures. We ain't throwing no bait, bro."
Right.
The first day we went there, right? The first day we got there, me and this dude are throwing cast masters, bro. No wind, so we throw a cast master deep. That hook set felt so good, bro, because there was no wind and the water was calm. It was just like you and the fish, bro. And then me and Crappie Dave was just lighting their ass up, and then he found a spot. I want to say about quarter mile down the levee. It was a little bridge that we went to. And I don't know how he did it, but he just started dropping. Was it a toy tail you had on there? A white toy tail?
I had a little twirly tail vertical
He was just
jigging,
he was
man.
just vertical jigging that shit, and he just kept hitting stripers. So I started doing it with the first Slabs on the Geno, the 4 inch, and it was a
Yeah.
wrap ever since, bro. Like you had to be there, bro. We was catching so many fish, bro. You wouldn't
Hey,
believe it if you seen them with your own
tell him
eyes,
how,
bro.
tell him the trials and obstacles you got to go through to get in
Oh
the place,
man,
though,
so
man.
yeah, first of all, you gotta park hella far, then you gotta hop down a fence, either jump over barbed wire or go under a fence, bro. And then you gotta worry
Yeah,
about
you
security
got
in
no
there.
limit soldier, huh?
Man, we didn't cut through the fence, hopped over the fence. That's
Allegedly.
that's 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 real stick and move fishing right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's one of the places where if you want to go test the lure route, you can go there and just try some shit. They gonna hit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
Mhm.
those bad man. There's a lot of big striper in there. There's a lot of big black bass in there, man, like
Yep.
crazy.
We,
Yeah, I
we were
went a couple of
throwing we were
times,
throwing
man. Like at
striper
least 2
fishes.
times.
We were throwing striper lures and catching like 4 pound plus black bass at night. And then we
At
went
that
there.
same spot.
We went there one night, right? It was like 4 of us. We went there. We seen these other guys in front of us. They saw us. We saw them. They got nervous. We got nervous. We was going to the same. We was going to the same spot. They was doing black bass fishing. We was doing striper
Mm.
fishing, and they was lighting their ass up when you first walk in. It's
I'm
like,
not even sure if I
whoa,
knew there was a largemouth in there or not.
oh
That's
man, it's a big
crazy.
ass largemouth in there, huge. We ain't never caught no small ones in there, but they've always been at least 4 pounds.
I was hitting them
Right.
suckers on Cincos. I even hit one on a mini jig trying to
Yep.
see if it was crappie in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what are the likely differences you look for when you hunt largemouth versus a school of striper? So, what are the differences of what you're looking
With
for
interview.
when you're searching for either one of those species?
With me, man, like I said, I love frog fishing, so I'm always searching for structure, muck, either hella
Mm-hmm.
weed mats and cheese mats and lay
Mhm.
downs and trees in the water, tules and all of that, or docks, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I've never really thrown frogs in open water and nothing like that, or in coves or along cliffs and stuff like that, man. I usually try to target structure,
So
always
have you
structure.
ever done the dock walk where you throw it on a dock and then bring it in the water to the open
Oh
water?
yeah, yeah. Try to make it look like a natural, some kind of little animal
Yeah,
or something,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
So, what about
I've seen
striper?
people do that
How do
where
you
they
target?
bring it from the bank or from the dock to the water, open water. So it's like you say, a natural frog jumping in the water.
Yeah, shit,
How do
man.
you look for a school of
Last
striper
time
when
me
it's
and Brian went out to Point Pinot, that boy hit one in like 25 seconds of us being there, man.
How do you look for a
Yeah,
school of
man.
striper though? Let's say when you pitch up a striper, what are you looking for then?
Striper, man. If I'm fishing from the bank, man, um, sometimes if I'm not familiar with the spot, man, I could be kind of discouraged from fishing from places if it's a flat. If I've never fished there or heard anything about it, man, I would prefer to fish some kind of water with some depth to it versus fishing a flat. You know, but I know the stripers do. I like to fish flats at nighttime versus daytime. But in the day, I would rather fish deeper water, you know, and points and stuff like that.
Right.
And even if there's any piling structures in the water, I could cast that too, man. Where, you know, stripers also do some ambush fishing. Feeding as well.
Yeah, I feel you, because I am kind of spoiled off Point Pinot. When I think about going to other places, yeah, I gotta find something, like I said, some kind of rock, some kind of transition in the water, some kind of water break.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta find something. Because I'm ready with Point Pinot. I just, like you said, throw at the old pilings, or you throw along the dock or toward the shore. You know what I'm saying, or along the rocks. After that, it's just kind of like free for all. You know what I'm saying, just casting to see what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying, just fan casting to see what's gonna pop.
They getting them at Point Pinot right now in the flats out there, man. Behind like UPS and shit, man. Back there, they're waiting out there tearing their asses up, man.
Well, I know. I tell you already, man. I'm already ready to go get into my waders. I ain't even tripped off it lately, but I'm definitely ready to get the waders going. Hey, baby, as while we talking about that, I see Brian jumped off for a second. His boss
I didn't even notice, man. Shit.
Boss probably came. What are you doing on that phone? Boss, and he don't even know his boss watching fishing game. I was like, I just saw you on TV.
I know that'd be funny as shit if his boss was watching. Hey, but you know what? The little screen he was on was so small, like in the middle. I didn't even notice he was off until you said something and shit.
He back again. Hold on, Brian. Right before you come in, man. You know, send me hit this message right quick.
Hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification for more content.
Oh, you muted. Can't hear you.
Are you in your closet outside on the back porch?
Who, me? Me?
Yeah.
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 I'm echoing.
Oh, okay.
Man, don't be disclosing secret spots, man.
That's the crappie closet. That's the crappie closet, man.
His wife might have been looking for him, man. You know what I'm saying? He might have been hidden. She may have been
now
watching
everybody
fishing.
know. Now everybody know what a honeycomb hideout is, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Might be
hey,
like,
but check this out though, man. So
what you call him? Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Hey, so it's crazy how we having this discussion about striper right now. Like I've been watching videos every day.
Oh yeah, especially Point Pinot.
They've been getting them at Point.
Man, Point Pinot ain't never got so much publicity.
I know, especially this year, man. It seems like this year it's like a lot more people out there.
You got a bunch of people doing their own like channels there. You got It's Huey doing it from the inside the water with his waders on. People doing it from the pier. People doing it from the point. The fish are there, man. It's just going to get them.
Yeah, they out there for sure, man.
I'll never see them right where we be at. They be, like you said, they be here and there and further down. I never just see them where we be at. I leave blood.
You know what, man?
They all over there, man.
I ain't gonna lie though. The only thing that pisses me off about going out, the drive out there, man, is that we fishing against the time, because it depends on which tide we want. You know what I'm saying? I just hate fishing against the time, man.
As long as that water is moving, bro, I thought we got a chance to get them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's our little background hidden gem, man. It used to be hidden, at least. It wasn't no secret, but now everybody is strolling up out there, man. We shouldn't have been telling.
You know what it was? It wasn't really so much a hidden gem. It's just a fair weather fisherman. People before this little spot from Amazon, people didn't want to walk 3 miles to the pier. And obviously, it's half the distance.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? Hey, the people already been fishing. The thing is, man, we got this thing called social media now, so everybody can post their videos and pictures. We ain't the first motherfuckers that was fishing there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody doing their thing out there, and everybody posting their shit. So I don't hate on nobody that's coming out there, man. I love,
especially if they actually come fishing. Out there. Yep.
My whole thing is when we out there, man, let's be cool, let's kick it, let's fish, man, talk some shit, man, and you know what I'm saying? Talk about some fishing and talk about some sports, man, and see who can catch the biggest fish, man.
Yeah,
I
but
know
they
y'all seen that. I know y'all seen that one video. That dude was out there on his electric bike. He pulled all the stuff out there. He was making hot dogs for people, catching fish and making hot dogs for everybody on the pier, bro. A beautiful thing, bro.
Hey, I was for the night. We for that bacon wrap hot dogs all on the pier, man.
I'm down, bro. You know, I've been riding my scooter to Point Emery. I had no luck on either tire, but I've been seeing some people out there getting them on those yellow the chartreuse flukes, getting them no weight. Just two of them, like how we rigged the crappie jigs with two. They're doing that with two flukes, getting them.
Yeah, I like using flukes at Point Pinole, man. When it's not too windy and shit, man. I rigged two of them on, man, with weightless and shit, and just twitch that rod.
Yeah, that's how they were doing.
Dancing in the water, man. Fucking stripers tear them up, man.
Hey man, you know what Fred
do it like
that?
Two of them weightless.
When they asked Fred Sanford, man,
two of them weightless adds more.
Hey, when they asked Fred Sanford where the fish at, man, he tell them this.
Can you keep a secret? You can? Well, put the phone to your ear. You got it there?
That's all they can do when you ask about where you fishing at, how you do it. Nah, because we know you're gonna show up and y'all gonna bring everybody with you, man. I don't want nobody in my way when I go fishing. I get tired of telling somebody where I fish at, and now I'm elbow to elbow. Nah, I ain't telling everybody no more. I'm gonna tell certain people. I ain't telling everybody. Some people be want to know, and
you know what though? One thing I appreciate, the people on the videos I've been watching. I've been there. They have real good fishing etiquette. So if somebody's catching the fish, they get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody like in the way. It's been good, and everybody getting fish, bro.
Yeah, that's what I like too, man. When you got a bunch of anglers that's down to help, they ain't just like
cooperating and shit, and they ain't helping and they ain't hating.
Yeah, a bunch of arguing, you know what I'm saying? Or like you say, when you go to fish for salmon or trout and everybody lined up and now you crossing lines and all kind of stuff, man. Yes, that's too hectic for me. That's why I like playing Pinole. Like I say, nobody
ain't trying to go back out there, man. We go out there at night and have catch and cook, man. At least one.
Well, who gonna bring I know D'Angelo, he'll be the one that bring the damn the cooker and all that. D'Angelo used to do that all the time at Antioch Pier. If anybody was to do that, I know it'd be him. But other than that, I mean, we can do it grilled.
Shit, man, fucking Elias got a wagon, man. He got a fucking wagon that he'll hook up to a bike or a scooter or something, man. You could pull your shit out there.
As I was saying, man, I ain't down. I mean, I ain't mad at that. I'm definitely down for that. Because I'm gonna catch something. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a keeper. We'll catch something.
We need to do a deal. We go out there and spend the whole fucking day and night out there. You know what I'm saying? Go out there in the daytime and then leave at night or something, man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That sounds good to me. I'll be down with it. Whatever's going on.
Long as it's in summertime, where I don't want to deal with no cold weather shit.
Yeah. Especially, but I'm talking about like with a catch and cook though. That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that. Sit back there, you know what I'm saying, catch some fish and cook them up right there. You know what I'm saying? Having, you know what I'm saying, nice little seasoned bass on the grill. Like I said, unless D'Angelo come and bring the fryer and all that, D'Angelo got the little whole hibachi.
Man, we're gonna go out there and not catch a damn thing, get starved.
Nah, but you ain't gonna do that because you know, man, if you bring something to cook with, you gotta make sure you bring some kind of little something. Because you're gonna have your little adult kit and you're gonna want to eat something. You know what I'm saying? Even while you're fishing, you'll be like, "Well, I'm hungry as hell." Man, throw on some of them links. You know what I'm saying? Throw one of them bacon wrap links. Right? I don't give a damn where it is, but something got to cook.
Hey, be out there like that. We bought a little small grill, little hibachi, and some links. Boy, we had an intermission with making hot links. Remember that?
Oh hell yeah! That was that was a good day too, man.
This summer, man, we're gonna figure that out.
Some hot links.
This summer we're gonna figure that out, man. We're gonna try to make that happen. That's gonna be a cool night too. I probably bring my son out that night.
Tuesday night is supposed to be prime fishing at Point Pinole.
What that
you say Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
Oh, I'll be
there.
Is
the high tide?
Well, but basically high tide outgoing is going to be at on Tuesday. It's going to be at 11:40. And shit's going to be a 6.1 to a 0.1. So basically, it's going to be moving hella fast. That good water movement.
Man. See, y'all will probably catch some of the incoming and all that because I'll be at work. By the time I get off, I'll be having to catch the outgoing, but I'll be out there though. I ain't worried about keeping no stripers. I ain't gonna lie, I got enough. I got other stuff. I got other stripers.
Nah, by the time
I
you
got
get
other
off, the water
crappies.
gonna be moving out. It's gonna be perfect. Outgoing is good, bro.
Man, I've been making so much ceviche, boy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got a lot of striper and a lot of crappie. I'm like, boy, I'm not even worried about keeping no striper right now. If I catch them, y'all can have me. Don't even matter.
I ain't had no
I'll just
crappie
take
in
my
my
pictures
freezer
with it
since
and get my little
I ain't had no
bragging
crappie
rights.
since last year at Lucerne.
Say that again.
I ain't had no crappie in my freezer since last year from Lucerne.
Oh yeah, I just was about to yesterday. We came back with like 6 of them.
I gotta
I
go make
seen
me another drink real quick, man.
It was a bit of a slow bite. You know, so we was Captain
I'm gonna
fucking
make
up
me a
and
drink real quick. I'll be right back.
for sure. Yeah, I was with Captain fucking up and shit. We was out there messing around and you know, he wouldn't be still long enough, you know what I'm saying, to really get into him. But we got a nice little boat and everything, so you know, he was trying to learn it.
Oh, so y'all
And
was
we
just
say that again?
sticking and moving.
Yeah, man, but I don't like that. Especially if
Yeah,
he
me neither.
moved.
Especially when the fish are
He
cracking.
caught a fish. That's the cold part. We was fishing. He caught a fish. I'm like, okay. Now I turned the live on, and when I turned the live on, all of a sudden he like, let's move. I'm like, but you just caught a fish. Yeah, but they moved. Whoever was right there moved from my spot I want to fish at, so we gonna go right there. I'm like, well, all right, man. Like I shouldn't even turn on the live, but okay. You know, I'm just a skipper, man. I'm just rolling. You know what I'm saying? So we get up over there. Now we doing circles, pirouetting. You know what I'm saying? I can't put my stuff in the water, man. I'm just sitting up and like, man, you know what I'm saying? And then we go right back to where he caught the fish at again. Now we waiting for another hour, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like that he catch a little bass and lose it. Then I catch a crappie, then he catch a crappie, then I catch a crappie type of thing. We went to Pinedale and we didn't get, I got a bass over there, a keeper
Yeah,
bass.
I saw the picture. Nice little
Oh,
fat
okay,
boy.
yeah, we got to keep it bass, but other than that, yeah, we ain't getting no bites. We saw something on the fish finders, you know what I'm saying? Like something was like all the way at the bottom. I
Find
don't
some
know if it was just
bluegills.
like a little, yeah, I don't know if it was that or a little bait fish or you know something. There was a bunch of something down there, but yeah, didn't nothing work out for us. We just
Hey,
went back to rolling my red bud.
I just inherited a boat like yours, man. The little fish eagle, whatever. You remember
Seagull.
your one seater? I just got one from my uncle. He gave me his.
Oh, you got the green one?
Yeah.
No, you waited him out, huh?
He ain't never gonna use it. He told me I can have it a long time ago, but I have nowhere to put it. So.
Oh man, so you when you get off break or whatever, you go put your shit in the bay, huh?
I ain't putting that shit in the bay. Hell no.
Why?
I put my shit in some fresh water.
You scared to put it in the bay? Are you worried about it? I can say scared, but you worried about it in the bay? What's
Man,
wrong?
I just don't trust that current, man. I'm not trying to be
Well, I'm
stuck
talking about
out
like in something like the Richmond Marina or something like that. Not like big water, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. I mean like Richmond
Yeah,
Marina or
like if
something
you
like
was inside the Richmond Marina, you would be good and shit.
yeah, something like that. Not
I
necessarily
just
like the Brooklyn Marina and all out there. I feel you on that though. The wind
I
and all that
ordered me some waiters yesterday. They'll be here on Wednesday.
shit. Ooh, we were just talking about waiting at Point Pinot.
Yeah, that's why I got them. I be seeing that boy Huey out there killing them. So I got me a pair. So $65 waiter.
If you take your ass out there on a nice day, man, you go out there with some shorts on. Man, even need. I waded out there with just shorts a few times before, man.
Yeah, Daglow say he ready, man. I know that. So we'll be out there
I bought a
grouped
little
up now.
basket, and I bought me a little phone holder for my scooter.
Mm-hmm. You got 2-seater scooter? You gotta get somebody a ride, man. Somebody gotta give me a ride, man. Y'all just gonna be leaving me and just kicking up rocks, talking about I'll see you later. Give me a
Shit, man, you got put you a damn bike, put you a bike rack on the back of your car, man.
Huh?
Put you a bike rack on the back of your car, man, and just bring your bike to work with you.
Man, I'm gonna get one of them little eggs, man, to put on y'all bike, man. I'm gonna ride on side of y'all. I'm gonna give me a little Robin, you know what I'm saying? How Batman and Robin was riding. You say Batman the motorcycle and Robin doing that little egg thing on the side. I'm gonna give me a little egg seat put on the side of y'all bike, man, and then y'all just ride.
Hey, man, they got those bike racks that'll fit your car, man. You know what I'm saying? Little straps on them and shit.
Yeah,
you can take your shit to work with you.
I actually forgot. meant to holler at D yesterday. I forgot. He said he had some. I actually forgot about it. He got some.
Yeah.
He said he got some.
I've been riding my scooter to the Emeryville Marina in Berkeley, down there every day in the morning after work. I ain't caught shit yet though. It's been nice out there though. I tried to.
Hey, have you ever, Brian? Have you ever fished on the side where the Red Lobster used to be over there in Emeryville, facing back towards Berkeley and shit?
Can't hear you.
You hear me?
Can't hear Brian.
I'm talking about over there by Chevy. I've never fished.
Oh, Chevy. Yeah, I'm sorry. Not Red Lobster. It was the Chevys. I'm sorry. Because I saw one time, dude, I had my binoculars and I saw the school of fish, man. They was boiling on the surface way over on that end. And I actually got my car and drove over there. By the time I drove over there and found somewhere to park and walk over there, the fish had moved away and shit.
I don't even think I've ever fished behind Golden Gate Fields.
Never? No shit. That's a dope spot, man.
Yeah, I don't think I ever went back there. I seen that's where Aaron had his first bank fishing tournament. Was back there, I think.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's a lot of freaking space to fish. And then like if you having a tournament there, it's cool because it's a lot of land to fish and shit, you know what I'm saying? Bank, but then you can come back to a central location to do the weigh-in or whatever, you know.
Yeah, we're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get him. I said, we got to bring back that best from the bank tournament, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't did this in a few years. I was like, man, you got to bring that back. I don't know if it could be a slabs on fishing game kind of thing, but it's like, I'd love to have a bank fishing tournament, you know what I'm saying, from something like that. Throwing nothing but slabs on lures, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how the tournament would be, of course.
I feel like point would be better, though.
I mean, I don't know wherever he decided to pull it off at, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I know that's where he had his last tournament. So I don't know if that's the spot he likes to do, because of course he want to be somewhere where he can make sure nobody using no different lure and all that kind of stuff. But like you say, Point Pinot about the same thing. You know?
Well, you know, the thing about Golden Gate Fields is it's just more parking and it's less walking. Some people don't want to walk.
Yeah.
That's to accessibility. There you go.
Yeah. And dude, you can walk that whole, like I said, that whole shoreline is good fishing. You know what I'm saying? That's a long shoreline to walk with good fishing, you know?
Well, I don't know. Like I said, hopefully that'll drop. That'll come, though. I asked Marlon when he might have been doing it, but he was like, that ain't happening no time soon. He's sticking to his tournaments, how he got it going on, his tournament trail. That's dope, bro. I like how more, man. He got the only crappie tournament that I know of on the West Coast. That's tight. That's tight, though. He got
what's his name? Been in a few of them, man. Have been winning. Lewis Carr and Bobby, his partner. What's dude's last name? Bobby. I don't.
He gonna make.
But there was a cat we met at Shag Slough that time fishing, man.
Oh yeah, fishing that first spot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the young brother, man. They be out there killing the crappie, boy. They be in them tournaments, man, doing good, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. They be on them boats. I was telling Marlon, I said, man, he's like, man, don't be scared. I'm like, man, it ain't about scared. Because by the time I start paddling my boat, y'all gonna be at the spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here rowing, y'all be
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I feel like I can't be in a crappie tournament, man, and everybody in boats, and I'm out there in a pontoon tube, man. I just feel outplanned.
It'd be dope if you win, though. It's dope. You'll see if you pull it off while they out there doing anything. It's like, I caught mine just right in this area. You know what I mean? That'd be dope. But
I just gotta hope that there's a school of fish somewhere near where I can get to. You know, a guy in a boat can get all over the lake. I'm limited.
That's kind of like how you did, Shay, when Hub and Mike was out there fishing on the boat. They said you was killing them from your little boat putting on the clinic.
Yeah. You know, that's what I was telling D yesterday. It's like, man, where we were fishing out in Pinedale, like away from the gas pump and stuff. I said, man, this is where everybody else is fishing at. I was fishing them up in the inside, like, and they was catching them one here, one there. Like, but I was getting like consistent bites up in there. You know what I'm saying? You got to get up in there. We never did. When we was about to try to, D'Angelo was heading that way. Then D was like, man, nah, because D'Angelo going over there, man. Nah, see, we got bump close. He this. And, he start talking to mess about his condition and be laughing and cracking jokes. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, we just never got a chance to get up in there and do it.
Hey, let's buy Pinedale Resort for $280,000, bro, and open it back up and make some money off of it. Go half. I got the VA loan.
Hey man, somebody got to do it. I love to get Crappie Casino back. Not
Hey,
Casino,
man.
excuse me.
Hey, but that could be a fishing game resort on Clear Lake, man.
Man, old Crappie Resort, man. That'd be raw as hell. I know that takes some money though. Of course, some good money. I ain't got that. Hey, I can only imagine if we actually had something like that though. The fishing game resort where you actually pulling up in there, you know what I'm saying? They got the big gate, you come in, got the little gate and the guard shack and stuff right there. You come in on our property there, we got a hotel and the spot to eat at and all that old cool shit. Man, that'd be dope as hell, man. I don't even know how. I'd probably get big headed if I was doing something like that, man. You wouldn't even see me. I'd have my own special spot. I wouldn't even be surfacing. I'd be just popping up every now and then. They'd be like, "Look, it's him." And I'd be coming out with a gold rod, fishing where you can't even fish at. It'd be all boarded off. You can't even get up over there. You know what I'm saying? It'd be my own little spot. Y'all can have the rest of it, man. I'd have my own everything, man.
Hell yeah, VIP spot and shit, man.
Straight VIP, man. You can't even get over there. You're saying that's where the boss fish at. You can't fish over there. He got his own spot. He put his own bass over there. He got monsters over there. You can't go over there. And we gonna have armed security for the fishing spot. He ain't got nothing to do. He ain't gonna walk around the dock and do nothing. He gonna sit right there in that area so you don't touch none of them trophy bass. Hey, so what time you trying to do your thing, Brian? You said it's on Tuesday. You ain't trying to go out there on Monday night to Point Pinot? Oh, Brian, you there?
Boss must have came again.
I know. I keep on saying about. I see him in the Twilight Zone.
I see something coming. Where is he coming back in the dark?
Twilight Zone. he in the Twilight Zone right now. What about you? When you gonna be ready to go back up there?
Shit, I don't know, man. I hope soon. Shit, whenever y'all trying to go, I'm gonna try to see if I can go.
Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, I can go any one of them days and night.
Yeah, because I'm thinking Monday. If we started a good time on Monday, I'm gonna go Monday night. Or should I say, if we started a good time on Tuesday? Let me rephrase that. If we started a good time on Tuesday, I'll go Monday night and mess around, take a walk up there and mess around. And if you're going on Tuesday, I can do that too. As long as the tide is right, I spend a couple hours out there.
It'll be a prime tide Tuesday and Wednesday. Look for Monday, but Tuesday and Wednesday, the tide is prime for fishing.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely be out there, man. Well, one thing for sure, man, it's been a good show. We're about to hit 2 hours. We'll jump off for the 2 hour mark for sure.
I know, man. We've been yapping for a minute, boy. I was gonna say I just looked at my battery, boy. I'm down to 9% on my battery, but I'm about to cut off any minute.
See y'all later, man. I'm about to get back to work.
Yeah, so it's all been in God plan anyway, man. It's been cool.
Man, for sure, man. Shit, I'll holler at you, meow. He already bounced, huh?
Before we can even say bye, his ship sunk, man, for sure. Let him go bye-bye. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's been a good chat, man. We couldn't get to your art. We'll talk about that on another one.
Yeah, talk about that on the next show, man.
Yeah, catch you with the easel in your hand while you're doing your thing or something. I don't know if you talking paint or, you know what I'm saying, you maybe want to take a pause while you're doing it and be ready to do a little.
Yeah, I'll show you, man. I'm working on a Dragon Ball Z piece for somebody right now. I'll show it to you, man.
Yeah, just show it to me, man. Show it to the world or whoever watches, man. Whoever watches the game, you know what I'm saying? They might look at you. I mean, might want to find out if they can get something drawn or something, you know, a logo drawn up or some fresh art.
You know, Hey, boy, I've been sitting in here. I literally got the old school, high school contact. Boy, I'm sitting in this giant closet, man, smoking this blunt, talking to you. I'm inhaling all that contact smoke, boy.
You're not in no closet. No, you're not in no closet.
Man, I know it's time for me to come out the closet, man.
Cut it out.
Oh,
You gotta cut it out
man.
because, man, you get a slap for that. Anyway, man.
Yeah, shit.
You gonna say peace out there, everybody, man. It's been a good show, you know what I'm saying? Learned a lot about Crappie Dave, man. I know we got a lot more to talk about. Another one, man. We'll do a
Whole
part
lot
2.
more, man. You know,
We'll do
yeah,
a
because I
part
kind of
2.
kept getting off the subject, talking about all kind of other things, man. You know, like once the weed kicked in, man, I start rambling, man.
Hey, man, it happens, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you learn. Sometimes you learn good game like that. You know, so you might be talking about one thing, but then you might branch off into something else and knock a whole new hole in the wall that we can go through, man. So sometimes it's like that. But I
Yeah.
tell you
So,
what, man, until next time, my friend, we're gonna go ahead and jump off here, man. And you ain't gotta say goodbye, you know what I'm saying? But just saying, say peace to the world one time.
peace to the world, peoples.
Peace.
Man. Tight lines, damn it.
Fishing game for life.
For life.
Until next time, keep your last tight and your thoughts prime. Stay on beat, keep the rhythm fine. This is the line drop. Catch you next time.